It just doesn't matter.
Bill, woman I love is named Ramona. She kinda looks like Tempest Storm, and she can dance like a little Egypt. She works down the Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Ramona's got a keen sense of humor. She got a tattoo down her arm. It's of a python eating a little mouse, wearing a sailor hat that says Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. I asked Ramona how come she works there. She says, well, it's got its charm. There's nothing to do in the winter now, then some kid gets bit at the Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention something. This is a sing-along. Really. It goes Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. It ain't exactly kumbaya, but being the music fog, it ought to be perfect. Help me now, be on TV. It said Snake Farm, just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Getting into it now. Well, Ramona likes malt liquor and a band from Wales that's called The Alarm. She said you cried when they broke up. She still plays the records at the Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Sometimes Ramona calls me up and says, come on down here, it's getting warm. And she runs everybody off, and we, it's Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Help me now. I said Snake Farm, just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Thank you very much.
and all day long I'm down to smoke. When it comes to cheap and dope, it's gotta be dro to make me choke. What's the word up on the low? I'ma let you know soon as I hear that dro gon' take a few hours, but I got hookups on that pure. What you want, player, what you need, come to you, no stems or seeds. Twist it up just as quickly as you get it, then you will see. Switch your sweets and greenery, gon' leave you floating like the sea. Caribbean islands where I find them dope dealers supplying me. I got no time for your bullshit when you say you ain't got my goods. Check your references and find out I'm reliable in the hood. Give me bam, I wish you would. You'll see just how Lil White work. Say you pushing Thunder Chicken, bag it up, let's watch it twerk. If it's some dirt, then you'll get no cheese in return when I come back. The only reason I do that's to get a refund on my stack. But if it's fire, I'm coming back to get some more, and that's a fact. Best to believe it's gotta be good at green, that's where it's at. This is my smoking song. It ain't very long, but guaranteed to get the job done. Smoke one, what the fuck you waiting on? Get high. I'd love to blaze your high as the sky, but it get hot. White, how hot? So hot your brain about this to fry. This is my smoking song. It ain't very long, but guaranteed to get the job done. Smoke one, what the fuck you waiting on? Get high. I'd love to blaze your high as the sky, but it get hot. White, how hot? So hot your brain about to fry. So you gotta quote the key or some of that California chronic. If it's fire, I'm jumping on it, and if it ain't, I'm bouncing off it. Ain't no profit coming back off the old bag of Bobby Brown. Soon as I get that shit, I'm Frazier bound and down to smoke a pound. I never frown as long as that Mary Jane is all up in my system. Too bad you missed them. What them 6 blunts that we turn to victims? It's on again, like you got a 2-liter Coke and a fifth of pen. Stepping in everywhere you go, falling down, cause your 10 sheets in the wind. Throwing up nothing but liquor and bud. Slow your road, dog, you too fucked up. You gon' end up like the rest of them fools, face down in the flow, cause you got $2 bucks. I got some problems, just like you do too, but there's always tomorrow. We'll both solve them. Pass me the blunt, I'm getting tired of hitting on this bottle. It's almost over for me and you. My ass about to pass out. One more thing before I go, never mind, just put that fucking dope out. I'm smoked out, and there ain't no way I'm gon' keep on going. I should've been in bed a long time ago. This is my smoking song. It ain't very long, but guaranteed to get the job done. Smoke one, what the fuck you waiting on? Get high. I'd love to blaze your high as the sky, but it get hot. White, how hot? So hot your brain about to fry. This is my smoking song. It ain't very long, but guaranteed to get the job done. Smoke one, what the fuck you waiting on? Get high. I'd love to blaze your high as the sky, but it get hot. White, how hot? So hot your brain about to fry.
Welcome to ClusterF. Waiting on Hop Along to get in here. How's that leg, buddy? Was that like 11:30 text last night? I can't move my leg. And then he doesn't reply to any of your texts.
Yeah, can't move it at all.
Like, where can't you move it?
I mean, I thought he was paralyzed
your
or
hip,
something.
Your hip, your thigh, your foot.
I just won't move at all, no matter what I try to do.
Can't move your foot.
My leg.
I don't
From
understand.
my knee.
From your knee down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you messed
I
it
can
up.
move my ankle.
You better go. Gotta go to the emergency room and tell them you got busted up your leg. See what you got to find the diagnosis. You got to know what's wrong with it. I don't know what the treatment is other than surgery. I don't know, buddy. Bummer.
I know.
Super bummer.
So it's getting worse. It's not getting any better.
It's just staying the same. What is it doing?
Well, it's been like 8 or 9 days,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
like,
It's been a long time.
It's a long time.
so like I was like I figured yesterday this is my new life, you know. So I tried to do some stuff,
Which is
and I tried to move, because people keep telling me like you and Berlin, like maybe try and bend it, and stretch it. And I was doing that yesterday, and as soon as like 10 minutes after that, it just swelled up like it was.
You done blew out your knee, buddy.
Blew it out.
Sorry about your luck. Your life-changing injury.
why do you not think it's not gout? Or why do
Just
you
never had
think
gout
it's
that
not
bad.
gout? I mean,
It's not gout.
what if it was a really bad case of gout that moved up to your knee?
It's not gout because it's not gout. Like my knee's messed up.
Yeah.
I mean, if I get gout, it moves day to day, and it's not. This is not gout. My gout hurts. Like I can't. I have like torn tendons that won't make my leg move.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
that you could
Yeah.
move your leg when that happened.
I've no idea what happens when you tear a bad ACL or something.
Oh, well, you're sitting there going, yeah. So I thought you meant you knew that you were agreeing with him.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like gout. It just
No,
came
he
out of
said he
nowhere.
had the torn tendons and won't let him move his leg.
Probably.
And
That's
you
what
were
I would
saying,
assume.
Yeah, so I didn't know if you know
I would assume that. What else
Well, then
would
why?
we?
I don't know. I thought when
Do
you
you have
did
a brain?
that.
And do you have a brain aneurysm?
No, I think you guys do. When you tear your, you can still go on and just be like, well, I
think-
can't get surgery, so it'll just heal,
He'll effed up.
but not to where you couldn't move it, right?
I don't. I've never torn an ACL. I mean, it's every player that has torn ACL has to get surgery. Everybody I've known, I don't know. I don't know what you do. What do they do before surgery?
I don't know.
You're just kind of half a cripple then. It
just a
heals
cripple
up
forever?
It heals up and you can't use your leg. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think it stays swollen forever. I think you just won't stay off of it.
I stayed off of it for 5 days and didn't do anything. Didn't do nothing, and all the swelling. Are you just making up stuff over here? What?
You just went boating.
I know,
See,
but like
he says that I'm making stuff up and I've got a brain aneurysm and everything, and
what?
I'm making stuff up. You said you just went boating. That's a lot. You even said the other day that you were going to go boating, and then you were like, "There's no way I can put this boat in the water." And I turned around and went home, and then you just did it the next day.
Well, I've been resting it, and it's not doing anything. I've just been sitting in bed for 5 to 8 days doing nothing. I thought maybe I'd try and do something, see how it went, and it didn't go good.
You're effed. You're effed. You need to get it. You're gonna have to get it diagnosed, so you know.
Fat boy, Fat Boy. I miss Ned says Fat Boy's on the air right now, lying about why Mike quit the show.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? I mean, look.
He's such a
I
liar.
mean, and he can lie because the people who listen to him now are they're the biggest marks you'll ever.
They are. I mean, they can't even think for themselves at all. It's like, it just takes a little bit of, well, that doesn't seem right. You know what I mean? To know that he's lying, but they don't.
I was on that show for over 20 years, and and the way I acted and the way I did my job and everything are out the window just because some fat sociopath says whatever he said. I don't give a shit what those people believe. The Bubba Army are art out. They're art out, idiotic morons. I don't want any of them to listen to this show. Back in the day when we used to do the meet and greet, I'd tell them, I said, don't talk about it on the air because I didn't tell them this. I didn't say I don't want the cretins that normally show up to your events to show up to mine. I want people with some intelligence. So I don't want those people. He can lie to them all the way. Those people do, they don't. I don't communicate with those people. I don't talk
What's
to them
the
on
news
social
story?
media.
What's
What's the story?
I would like to know
what
his
is
news
what's
story
the
that he
possible
could-
lie that you could tell?
Yeah.
So,
I
so
can't
to
even
whoever's,
imagine.
if you're listening to it and saying he's lying, what's the lie that the sociopath narcissist, proven one of the worst people in the world, is telling me about?
That's lied about everybody that's ever quit that show or left. He's lied about every one of them.
Hundreds.
It's all been everyone else's fault.
Hundreds of people have
his.
left that show because he's a huge cocksucker, and you still believe him. Hundreds. He's gone through hundreds of employees, and not one of them likes him at all. There's no ex-employees you're going to find out going to say, "Oh yeah, he was a real great." No, hundreds. But he's the guy who's right,
Yeah.
and you believe that, you're a fucking moron. And I really couldn't get like people like who's a fucking asshole, Bipolar Buzzy. I told him to fuck off. Don't listen to my show
Buzz.
anymore. I don't need art out people like I can't even think of his name. Bipolar Buzzy. I don't need those people. Suck a dick. Don't ever listen again. Don't want you. You're dumb. He's there's no bigger proof ever. There's never been any
Especially-
bigger proof about someone being a complete compulsive liar, and yet people still believe him. So if you believe that,
Yeah.
I want to say the word because it's such a good word. You're ard. You're ard. Every member of the Bubba Army is ard out. And I don't have nothing to do with you, and I want you to have nothing to do with me. And we got a great little show over here.
Yeah, and just move on, really. But he has to continue, like he always gets his little digs in, that's why he would do it to Trace so that people would hate him. And that worked, it worked. All his little digs work,
Yeah, and he has all his minions. All his minions. Come after me for years and years.
They
It's like,
still do.
He's the biggest pussy you will ever meet in your life. Big tough guy challenging 1,000 guys to a fight over the course of my career with him. He never fought nobody, and he wouldn't ever fight anybody, and he wouldn't even confront you.
He would have
he's never spoken to me since because he won't. He hates confrontation. Unless you're like a real.
unless he's got a bunch of people around.
Yeah,
him.
unless he's this much more powerful than you, and he can,
Yeah.
like he used to who would he try to fight? He physically accosted Big Dick,
B Fudd,
Tuttle, Brent Hatley, and Tuttle. That's the and Giant Beetlejuice, a man who was on his
deathbed.
Those are the 5 guys he accosted. What a pussy. So please tell me what lies. What lies?
I would like to know, just so you could be like, no, because people just think he lies a little bit. He lies about everything.
Everything. I mean,
He
how many?
always has.
I did 1,000
I mean, you
songs
always
about
say-
him lying. 1,000 songs about just him lying.
You always say, well, he duped me, It's like, he didn't really dupe you because we would always talk about that at home. You're like, well, I mean, I know he's lying, but, I'm just doing my job, that kind of thing. So I always say, why don't say he duped you because he really didn't. You knew what he was all about.
No, he just duped me into stay, and like there was
that,
some
maybe.
kind of light at the end of the tunnel of the career that he destroyed himself, until it was too late, until we were just AM pay for play, and there was just no future at all. Well, I should have left probably 10 years ago. It would have been an optimal time for me to
It says he said you quit over Janessa wearing yoga pants.
leave. What did
I don't even think you were there.
lost
I
it.
wasn't even there when Janessa was
Yeah.
there.
He's
I had
lost
nothing
it.
to do with Janessa.
He's
Had
completely
nothing
lost
to
it.
do with Janessa Brazil. I was never even in the studio with her, and she didn't come around much.
Who is that? Who's
I don't know.
Janessa Brazil?
I think she would come around during like
Wait,
Thanksgiving or something. She would come around and serve the homeless people or something. I mean, she was not. She replaced me, but she wasn't on the show at all.
Yeah. So that's a
what they see.
lie,
That's-
complete lie.
that's an-
And those people are so stupid they believe it. It's like, well, you guys were listening to the show.
Yeah. Well, and keep listening, because you're getting dumber by the second and by the day. The only reason that show was ever any good was because he surrounded himself with some talented people, And the only reason the show was ever good is because I fucking groomed him for decades to be a semi-intelligent person with a decent sense of humor. Because when I first started on that show, it was the dumbest shit you'll ever hear in your life. His night show was incredibly successful, and it was geared to 12-year-olds. And he tried to bring the 12-year-old shit to morning radio, and it sucked ass. And until I brought in all my stuff, it would have been a miserable failure. So suck on that, fat boy, you big pussy who's never beaten up a grown man in your life and lies about everyone in your family doesn't like you. Your own son doesn't like you. You didn't go to your sister's wedding because, they think you were a cocksucker. You've alienated every single person in your life. And that's going to be, that's all. I don't worry about it. I don't ever talk about it. Somebody brought it up. I don't talk about it. I got a happy life. I'll always have a happy life. I've got people who love. I've got people who love me.
He can say all that stuff that he, gets his digs in. But if you defend yourself, they're like, "Oh, get over it, man! Why don't you get over it? You big move on."
Fat God, I'm gonna fat God who lies. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself. No, that's the Bubba Army.
Yeah.
So you can go to the VIP. I got a Bubba Army song up there if you want to check that out. ClusterFshow.com. My little tribute to the Bubba Army and how they are. So All right, let's not talk about it. But I do want to talk about how I quit because one day Janessa Brazil showed up in yoga pants and I was up on the roof and I said, I'm going to jump. There's a woman in yoga pants. Ah! He's so dumb. He can't even come up with good lies about me. Fell asleep, used to fall asleep. Yeah. My show was so bad. Manson used to fall asleep in the studio. Can you believe that? The show was so boring. He would fall asleep in the studio. He's so dumb. He eats his own logic, he likes to eat. All right, enough of that shit.
It was early, too. That shit, and some days when it's that early and some guy's just ranting, it's just not, it's dark.
It's like you put on the sleep machine with the sleep machine and the studio was pitch black and then you just kind of go me, mom, Tyler, mom, Heather, mom, me. Woe is me, not my fault. Everything I've done has always been my fault, but I'm going to say it's not my fault. And you'll believe it because you are art out. Mom.
I mean, I fell for it for a while just because there was no reason to not believe it, kind of.
It's just
in
your
a way.
life. It's just you're there.
It was like...
You're there 6 hours a day, with the same guy, just mom. Talk about hypnotizing, and getting propagandizing. You're just propagandized for your entire career, and you just go with the flow. Until a girl with yoga pants shows up. I actually walk down the streets and I call out all women in yoga pants because I can't tolerate it, and I call the police on them. The fuck are you talking to me? You're an embarrassment to the industry. An embarrassment to the industry, and you never, ever, ever. This is what kills him. He never, ever, ever would have achieved anywhere near his notoriety without me, ever. What Dwight Howard Stern hire us? He like that Ned shit, Enough of that. Wasting our time on the fat man.
I thought it was because of Brent. I'm kidding.
I can't imagine poor Howard having to hit things. Brent was up there for like 3 or 4 months before we started. Getting things ready with Howard, I'm sure.
Well, he fell for it. He fell for the, Brent's my man. He's gonna go. He just didn't want to go up and get, do all any of the dirty work.
I mean, he needs a do boy. He's got to have a do boy. He's always had a do boy. Yeah. I think Brent was a good do boy. Do whatever he wanted. Mm-hmm. Rile him up. Brent would always go, come on, let's go kick some ass, Bubba. What a twosome. How about the Brent Hatley and Bubba show? Why don't you just bring that back? People are like, why don't you have Brent Hatley on the hang with you and Spice? It's like, because the guy sucks. It was terrible. Everybody, it's great to have a guy on the show that everybody can make fun of. So you got one guy out of 5 guys and you can make fun of him and every day you can make fun of him. But that doesn't mean he's good at radio. He wasn't good at all.
And never shuts up.
Nobody likes him. Nobody liked him. I wasn't like I even tried to be nice to him. I don't even know I tried to be that. I should have been like everybody else and just, "Ew, here comes Brent." You just walk away. He's gonna get in your face with his bad breath and talk to you about bullshit, and you can't get away. I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom, Brent.
I mean, the bullshit. Brent was. I was too young back in those days, but Brent was the only one who I really got to experience some bullshit with. Like. Just all this talk about soccer and football from him, and then to see him play soccer after, you're just like, oh, well, you must suck at all this other stuff that you say you're good at as well.
I mean, he was always talking about playing football in high school. What a great athlete was. And we took him. We were going to play soccer, and we're like, yeah, Brent, I heard he's a decent athlete. Come play soccer with us. He was like the most uncoordinated, unathletic person I'd ever seen in my life.
What? I mean, I can't believe the dude played football. I don't know if that's true anymore.
I can guarantee it's not true now. He's probably a bench warmer.
I mean, it was.
And the best is, like Brent was, Bubba's number one guy, his right-hand man, did everything for him, his do boy. And then he totally set him up and humiliated him more than anyone I've ever seen.
Because he can't just get rid of people. He has to.
He has to humiliate. He has to make them leave.
Make it look like them. It's their fault. Yeah.
So that was his way to get Brent out of the studio, was to make him drink Jack Daniels until he became, and some people, he was like, I can't drink Jack Daniels. It makes me, go crazy. And some people can't drink that brown liquor. Makes him crazy. And so he's throwing garbage cans in there, and then then Bubba's gonna fire him, and then Brent's in the studio all drunk in the green room crying, and he's Bubba's pretending to be compassionate when it was all his idea to fuck Brent over. And then once that was done, Brent wasn't in the studio anymore, and Bubba's plan had worked to perfection.
Yeah.
What a dick. Why can't? Here's an idea. Hey, Brent, not working out, but I'm going to keep you on, and you can stay and produce and do whatever you do in your office. How about that? No, you got to fuck people over with your crazy-ass mind games.
Well, I mean, at the very end, I think he would really get pissed at me because he would...
Because you didn't care.
I didn't give zero fuck. Like, everybody else was kind of like, oh, Bubba's going to... He's just a fucking dude, Like, I was like, I'd come in there some days and, I'd stay up drinking and come in there and just be like, I'm over it. Go fuck yourself, like right on the air to him. Like, I hate you. You blow. And he'd get all mad and you'd be over there like, no, stop cutting off. I'm like, you suck. I fucking hate this. Like, suck a dick. Like,
oh, see.
And you would, I mean, and then once it got to, he was, calling my friends that I had just, like Colton just started working there, and then he's gonna tell Colton to tell me to do things, and I'd post stuff on my Facebook, and Colton be like, Bubba texted me to tell you to take that down. And I'd tell Colton, well, you can tell him to text me himself, and he never would, and he'd text Bubba back. Trace said to text you to take it down himself, and I don't think that flew too well. I really liked that job for a long time, and then I really fucking hated that job.
Hey, I got the same. I had this in the last 6 months. I hated that job. I hated working with him. I hated it. I love it. One of the better ones was when he brought Colton in the studio. And he's like, we got to, Colton, we're going to see who's the best co-host. So he brought Colton in there, and Colton sat in there for a week not saying one funny thing. So that blew up in his face. Everything always blew up in his face. Then they brought in the pop board to see who had the most pops. And it was first Ned, then it was Manson, then it was Trace, and then it was Tuttle, and then Bubba, who had no pops.
I mean,
boy, you're a dumbass.
I can't believe he continued that. I mean, it went on for months.
It
was like, Ned's got 300 pops, Trace has got, and then me and Tuttle we'd always get in trouble and get our pops taken away. But even with negative, after getting 19 pops taken away out of 30 and having 11 left, we still had more than zero, Bubba.
Zero.
Yeah, I was like, I can't believe he's gonna continue to put up that he has zero pops.
Yeah, that's surprising.
But I mean, I'll give him at least that he was decent at setting up pops. I'll give him that. You know, he could set up a pop.
Yeah, I mean, the show, it was a great show, but you can see as soon as he lost all the talent around him, that show's god awful now. It's god awful. It's horrific.
I'd like to know who got
bad.
in his ear about that.
Some dumbass. He wouldn't listen. If he'd listened to me, you could lock.
He
this.
would listen to everybody in the world but you.
You can lock this into stone. If he'd listened to me, we would be rich and famous beyond our wildest dreams. But he listened to every Tom, Dick, and Bubba Light. He'd listen to these marks, like these idiots like Bubba Light.
Yeah.
Over someone who was a radio professional and successful for his entire career and had my life. I had a solid marriage, solid finances.
Well, he didn't like that either. That's why he would go on and tell everybody that, Donald, and all his stupid cronies that could never, ever get a girl in their lives would be like, yeah, it's all Donald's fault. She doesn't, whatever he would say, lie about me.
Yeah, or maybe I was, a married man with 3 kids when I went onto the show, and I told him right from the get-go, I said, I can't be involved in this stuff. Everybody I know in radio has been divorced, and I'm not going to be, in there with a bunch of strippers and stuff because I'm a happily married man with 3 children.
Yeah, it's like just like most guys don't want their wives hanging out with a bunch of naked dudes. Do guys want that? Guys don't want that either.
No.
They wouldn't want their wives doing that kind of thing. And when we just went out with like Jason Dixon and Heidi that we used to know, and she made a comment about that too. She was like, you guys, I think you two are the only two that have in radio that I know of that have stayed together. And it's like, well, because of that, you can't have that kind of stuff going on.
Every single Mark Chase, BJ,
They all.
Brian James, Brad James. I mean, I think you could just name every single person down there, and they all got divorced. Every single one of them, except for me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not saying too much, though. I mean, pretty much everybody gets divorced anyway nowadays.
Yeah, but in a career like that, it definitely.
A lot of them, were cheating.
Well, every single one of them.
Every
single one.
Yeah, they were all cheating with people down there.
All right. Well, how we got on that?
They said he was dissing you or lying about how you got fired.
Yeah, well, it's true. I don't want to. I want to be honest. Not like Janessa Brazil walked in the building one time. She was wearing yoga pants, and I ran out screaming like a woman and said, "This is intolerable," and that's what happened. I quit because I couldn't take.
He doesn't ever want to say that I drove everybody away.
He intentionally.
He can't say that, but he'll sit there and say that you quit because of her when you weren't even working with her. She came in after you.
I never worked with
and
her
all
at
those
all.
people will go, yeah, what a pussy Manson is. That's all they'll say. Because they listen to what he says.
I actually don't think I knew what she looked like until I saw her on the show replacing me. Because, it's like, Vanessa Wells coming in today and you can go home, Manson. I was like, all right, I'll see you tomorrow. I mean, he intentionally did a horrible radio show with cubes, professional pyloning, and some others, and Kegels every day. And the chat, and the proof is in the pudding. You can go back to those old shows on Twitch, and for 6 months, the chat is telling him how much they hate him and how horrible his show is. And so I had to sit there while he's, there's nothing for me to do because, all I had to do was, is that right, Manson? Yes, Bubba. Yes, Bubba. That's why I do that for 4 hours. And the other time, I'm just reading the chat going, this is the worst show we've ever seen in our life. I'm like, yeah, tell me more. Tell me something I don't know. So I hated the show at the last probably 6 months because it was the worst show ever, and he intentionally did it. And now he drove me and Trace away and everybody away so that he could surround himself with a bunch of yes men, no talents. Go for it, buddy. Enjoy.
I just really wish I would have known that he was sitting up, because during the breaks, me and Tuttle would be forced to read the chat. Me and Tuttle are sitting there.
Oh, that he's sitting up there, the one doing the chatting.
I didn't know. It's Trace's DUI mugshot. Which didn't offend me. I guess he was like, I'm gonna come up with a name that really pisses him off, and everybody. I didn't give a fuck at all. But I just, thought that was somebody's name in the chat, and me and Tuttle would just sit there. I'd sit there. Trace is a dumb fuck. Read the chat. He's just up and Tuttle's sitting there like, Tuttle has no teeth. It's just. We're just sitting there reading the fucking chat that which isn't improving the show in any way. It wasn't good entertainment. I get if it was good entertainment or, something, but it was just to make us feel bad. And I didn't even care. I'd sit there and be like, Trace is stupid. Trace is, read the whole thing. I didn't care, but.
Such a weird personality disorder where you want to destroy everything around you, which he did at all phases of his career. He was hell bent on destroying himself and everyone around him. Mm-hmm. It's a weird guy.
And some of the lies, like about the car, just things like that he would do. He would like, imagine any of you going to work and just your pay being cut in half. That kind of thing. He did that like 3 or 4 times to Mike. Never came to him and said, nope. Hey, we're going to have to either take a pay cut. Isn't that what your boss is supposed to do? Or they, I guess they could just close up shop and not pay people. I guess that's happened. You're supposed to tell him, but he never did. He never came. It would just be like his next paycheck. It would just be cut in half. Imagine if you were going to work and your boss did that to you.
I mean, it wouldn't be out of the question for Blitz to call Brandon and tell Brandon that you got a pay cut, and then Brandon has to text you that you got a pay. Like, what the fuck?
He dropped our insurance. It didn't even tell us.
He wouldn't even tell you that he dropped all the insurance several times, and you'd go to the doctor and they'd be like, yeah, you don't have insurance. Like, what? He did that multiple times, and then we'd be like, hey, what happened? And he would lie about that. He didn't like being confronted. I didn't even think he was doing that on purpose. I didn't know at the time, and when I'd go in, I'd be like, hey, our insurance was, we're working on that. We'll fix it. And here it was just him trying to drive Mike away by dropping everything and cutting his pay in half. And at first we were just like, what, hey, why don't you look? He even told me once, why don't you look for some insurance that's affordable that we can get? And I would look and I'd go, hey, I found, I'd be like, well, I don't know why I'm having to do this, but that's fine. I'll do it, if he needs help because he doesn't have help or something. And he didn't even care. It was him trying to drive you away and canceling your insurance. Just canceled your, a family's insurance. Yeah. Cut your pay in half, and you wouldn't even know until you got your check that week. It's like, what happened? I just bought if you'd have told me that, I wouldn't have bought this, car or whatever, And then that time, you were driving the Elder Ford car, which was great. You always appreciated that. Yeah, and then he, instead of, trying to say, oh, we're not going to have that anymore. He was going to send someone to just pick it up and take it, and said, oh, well, they said they've been trying to get a hold of you. He just lied about this. He made up this lie and said they've been trying to get a hold of you to exchange that car, and said that you wouldn't answer any of their texts, so they're coming to pick up the car. A complete lie. And I was like, what? I was still thinking like, what? And I'd go through your phone and my phone, and I'm like, you didn't get any text. And I'd tell him, I'm like, he didn't get any text. And here it was all just a lie to try to take your car away.
I mean, I had that.
I had telling you. He's such a fucking pussy. He could never just tell you something.
From Elder Ford for several years, and they would either call me and I would take it down there, or sometimes the guy would say, "Hey man, I'll just trade out your car. I'm coming down, and I'm bringing the new one." And and I was like, "Sure." I never had a problem. Whatever they wanted, I would give them. I would do commercials for them, all that stuff. I never had one problem with Elder. I'm sure. No, it's just another way to get back at me.
Yeah, it was just a lie because Bubba wanted him to take your car away. So he
told him,
take that car away from him. Fuck him. We'll just say that they've been trying to get a hold of you, and that never happened.
Mention you're my best friend in the whole world.
He might be. I mean, might not have been a lie.
I mean, he would do that a bunch of times, and you just go. I mean, I'm talking. You're my best friend in the whole world, and I'm like, we're not even friends at all. At all. We don't do anything other than work together. And anytime I'd say, hey, ask him to do something. It's like, wow, jeez, wow. He don't want to do nothing with me.
No.
He don't want to do nothing with me. That's not what he wants. He wants to do the shady shit.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's all self-destructive. Maybe if he still would have had money, it wouldn't have been as bad. But he couldn't keep the money because he couldn't stop destroying his own career. It doesn't make any sense. I don't get the self-destroying.
It's like you could do a psychological study, like the condition of someone who wants to destroy themselves. And it's like, why?
And why would he try to destroy his show in the meantime?
Just
by doing stuff you're going to destroy your show to drive someone away instead of just saying, hey, I think
he really gets into it.
I couldn't even. I still to this day can't understand whether it was because of money or because someone got in his ear about. I mean, do you do that and act so hateful, all that, just because over money instead of just saying, hey, I can't afford this anymore?
Yeah, he does.
It's
like
so
everything.
Weird. It's like, or did someone get in his head and say, act like I don't even know what somebody would have said.
He's like George Costanza on Seinfeld. Everything's Costanza does everything in his power to self-sabotage himself at every turn. And that's his life, and that's kind of how he wants it.
Going in another direction brought up the blow dart thing.
Yeah.
I mean, do you really remember that situation? Like, he was going to blow dart me, so I went in the bathroom and made a spine protector.
Yeah.
So, so I didn't
Because
get paralyzed. I was like, I don't want to
you knew that he could possibly
and
kill
I cut
you.
up this cardboard and made this thing, and he purposely missed and just shot me in the leg with it. It was, I was like, man, that was kind of not cool, and my leg really hurt.
Yeah.
But I didn't really care too much, And then the next day, I had left the scissors in some of the cardboard I used in the bathroom, and that was the biggest fucking deal ever. That was why I got in so much. That's basically what I got fired for, and that's not real. Is that a real thing? They said, did you leave the scissors and cardboard in the bathroom? And I said, I'm not sure. I don't remember if I left the scissors. And he said, well, you have to pick one, yes or no. And I said, well, I'm not sure. And he said, well, you have to pick one. And I was like, well, then I'll say, no, I didn't. And then he was like, well, you did, so you're fired because you're a liar. I'm like, what? What? I didn't, and I just,
Who said that to you?
He did. He said I had to pick whether I did it or not. And, in my head, I was like, this isn't really an issue. Like, if I left the scissors before you assaulted me with a deadly weapon, if I left these scissors in the room or with this cardboard, I don't think that's
like the BRN was always in tip-top shape. There wasn't a trash heap in there anyway. Marissa, did I get Marissa 458 subscribe for 32 months? Thank you, Marissa 458. Appreciate it.
Evan Vendetta says, didn't he take Buds, Fuds, and Suds away because it was more popular than the main show? He just doesn't like when people like something else. If he's listening and people are calling up and they're having all kinds of fun on that show, and people are, calling in, laughing, having a good time, and saying you guys are great.
For a while, he was telling us it was a great show, and he was like, really into it. It seemed like he was really into it. And then this is what I would have to say. I got the most got about during the whole time I worked there was we were starting to do really good on Buds and Suds and having like 600 and 700 people watching on Twitch. And then all of a sudden he's like, well, from now on after our show, you guys are gonna have to do some chores before you do. Yeah. And my dumb ass, I'm out back just mowing. I gotta get my chores done before I do my show. Fucking what the like a dumbass, not like even considering that he's just
to break the momentum of
the Twitch moment.
Look, you know how it is with people.
Yeah.
If you stop the stream, people go on about their day. But if you just keep it going, people will keep watching. So he would get rid of half your listeners.
We'll put elevator music on for 30 minutes until your show while you guys do your chores. And I'm just like, all right, hurry, and I think Tuttle kind of got it a little bit, and Tuttle's, all depressed doing the yard work, and I'm just like, come on, Tuttle, we gotta get to the show.
Yeah, Tuttle, he knows what was going on. It'd be a fascinating study in psychology because I can remember him during, when Buds, Fuds, and Tuds was getting really good. People really like it, and I can remember him coming into my studio like he would do and shut the door, and he's like, "Manson, Trace is getting really good. He's getting so good. He reminds me of me when I was young. Man, Trace is really good." And it was only a few weeks after that he started trying to sabotage you. So I guess that was him, him showing that he's not sabotaging because he thinks it's really great when actually he's going, "This guy's too good. These guys are making me look bad. I got to destroy everything. Destroy everything."
Yeah.
Weirdo. Sean Raz gifted a tier 1 sub. That's
Woo!
67,
Thank you,
Sean.
Sean.
Thank you very much.
Ink Spike says, I fucking hated when he would come in and crash on the ClusterF show. He was so creepy with Aaron. Fat fuck coming in and spoiling your show.
It was so awkward when he would come in because you knew he was just coming in to ruin the show.
Yeah.
We'd be doing the show, and he'd come in with some construction workers, and start showing them around the studio. "Don't mind me, guess these guys are outside. I want to show them the studio." And we're trying to do a show, and he's like, "Around the stage."
When he didn't
know what
care,
you're doing, buddy.
when he didn't care to show anybody anything,
No.
and that's how you knew it was bullshit because it's like he doesn't want to talk to any of these people that show up. Yet if it's during our show and he can do that kind of thing, he would do it.
All you dumbass art out Bubba Army people, I can't even count the number of times it would be after the show and somebody would come and blitz or somebody would say, "Hey, there's a trucker outside. He drove down from Canada and he wanted to meet you." And Bubba would go, "I'm leaving out the front." He would never meet any of these people who were his most loyal fans. He would ditch them he couldn't wait to ditch these people. He never wanted to meet any of you people.
Until they started giving him money.
Oh yeah, and he doesn't give a shit about you or care about you unless you give him money. Then he doesn't care about you. He cares about your money. That's all he cares about. That was a fun conversation. It's so
well, if he's gonna bring us up, then we can defend ourselves.
I really don't bring. I mean, when do we ever talk about it anymore? Why, we talk
it's
about.
Okay to talk about it.
No, but I'm
sometimes
saying
when you're defending yourself.
Well, it's
that's
fun
all
to
right.
talk about it because it's the most bizarre story in history about the most self-destructive media personality ever.
I mean, you can't even. I can't even think of. Can you even think of anybody who's been I mean, it's like it should be the #1 story in the world. It was.
Yeah, he's the Axl Rose of radio.
I mean, we should be famous just for being a part of that nonsensical insanity.
All right. On a more positive note, I think it's right around the time that coming up on our 5-year anniversary. So I think we're gonna do like a 5-year anniversary bar show this Friday. Gonna go back into the old bar so we can get loose, have some drinks, and celebrate 5 years. Most streams don't last 5 years.
Yeah,
they don't.
True.
It's a dirty game, man. Most people don't have
Dirty game
they don't have any
modifiers.
viewers. They're on 5 years and they've got like 6 people watching. So we've been doing it talking. This is a hard nut here. We don't. I'm trying to think of the word, but we don't. We just do what we do, and we don't worry about if you don't agree with our opinions. We don't change our opinions to make people happy. And we've been right about a lot of shit, and a lot of people, probably left because we were right and they were wrong, and they don't like that.
Yeah.
And they're not coming back because they don't want to be wrong. But we're right. We're right. We're almost always right about everything. That's where I came up with the name of the show.
I didn't even
I'm
try
right,
that.
You're wrong. So
I
fuck
don't even
off.
try that hard. I just end up always being right about everything.
It's true. So Friday, 5th anniversary bar show. Hot damn.
Trace takes after his mom.
Oh my.
That's nice. Sean Rez says he treated me like shit all the time. I would do segments on 2 different IO shows and booked most of Ledger's guests. And then he didn't even know who Sean was. That was
Yeah. Who was? I don't know.
who was he? And we were all like, he doesn't know who Sean
I'm
is.
sure he knew who he was. He's just a fucking lunatic. He's like, well, if I act like I don't know who he is, he's gonna get pissed at me. I'm just fucking nonsensical. Fucking.
Oh, that's true.
I don't want
Probably
him to
a
think
lot.
I know who he is, because then I'll think I'll care about something that I don't care about. I don't know.
That's true too. It could have been either way.
So
What are we doing? We gotta do something big for the 5-year anniversary. We need a big, something.
I got
Big 5.
That's your department, buddy. That's
Give me a
that's
big, buy
your
me a
department.
big 5. Just a giant,
a big
biggest
5.
5 you ever seen.
with bottle rockets attached to it.
Yeah,
Oh God.
Well,
a flaming
hey,
5.
that's your department, buddy. Come up with something spectacular. We can also do the liquor tasting. That's always interesting. And
I mean, I thought liquor tasting would be easier. I wanted to do light beer. I thought, no,
it's impossible. I don't think it's possible for
To-
me.
Because light beer all tastes the same, right?
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a. Man, you give me.
We can do both. I mean, a tasting is just a little taste.
What do you think? The liquor's easier?
Yeah, I would think so.
Well, we'll see. We shall see. I think the only one I would be able to tell would be tequila, maybe Jack Daniels. Get rum, vodka, whiskey, tequila. Is that it? What? Rum, vodka, whiskey, tequila. What would be the other one? That it? The main
I
main
I mean, you could
liquors.
throw a couple
Liqueur.
other things in there, but do we mention? Do you tell you what they are
No.
so that you could, or do you
No,
just?
you got to guess.
Okay,
You
so
gotta- completely in the dark. Completely in
Okay.
the dark. So coming up, I got the Bible quiz. Coming up.
Bible quiz, huh?
I think I got my deal here.
I've never been to church. I went one time, and the guy was showing us home improvement stuff.
You ain't missing nothing.
Let's get biblical, biblical. I wanna get biblical. Let's get fucking biblical. Let me hear some Bible talk. Some Bible talk. Let me hear some Bible talk.
That's coming up. Coming up. I don't know. We'll figure out 9 or 10. We'll do the Bible quiz. We also got the Sean Raz shitty song of the day
All right.
coming up.
Burn up we just light my Jeep on fire.
Let's not. Let's not do that. You got time. You got time to think of
I'm
something.
not
It's
looking
only
for something too crazy, especially at night.
it's
People
only
call it-
Tuesday. Get some time to think of something spectacular, Trace.
Yeah, something that gets the cops
For
called.
the fifth-
That's radio right there.
Fifth
That's great.
anniversary bar show. Hot damn.
I'm so hungry. I forgot to eat dinner last night.
You were
So
so
hungry you forgot to eat dinner.
I didn't forget. I just got home and I was like, oh, I forgot to
some
get dinner.
chili in there. There's one more serving of chili in there.
Some chili.
I scraped the pan out and said, well, Trace will be probably eating this tomorrow.
Johnny Stinkfinger says, speaking of Trace's Cadillac, Mike stopped playing the Trace Cadillac song.
He doesn't have a Cadillac anymore. He doesn't have his Cadillac anymore.
that's
He's
gone.
2 cars removed from that already.
Still a good song.
2 cars removed. All right, I'll play that. I got to find that. I know I got it.
Me and cars just don't mix.
That's for
not a
sure.
good. Yeah. You need to get yourself an electric bike and move closer, buddy.
An electric bike.
E-bike. Man, I'd like to know the stats on that and how many people are killing themselves with e-bikes.
They go so fast. I mean, compared to, you never see people riding a bicycle very fast, other than the
those things haul ass.
racing
Those things
people.
haul ass.
I mean, I've rode them. Have you rode them?
I've never ridden one.
An e-bike?
Nope.
No?
Have you? You've ridden one?
Where?
Yeah.
Where?
What do you mean? just to people's houses.
Really?
I guess you guys don't go. You guys,
I don't know anybody who's got an e-bike.
but I've rode a couple of them, and they can do a little bit. It took me I've ridden motorcycles and shit and dirt bikes my whole life, and just the first couple minutes I was like, whoa, we gotta get used to this. A little different.
I don't understand is they still pedal, but they're going way faster than what they're pedaling. What is that all about?
I'm pretty sure that the pedaling just
You don't have to pedal at all.
Yeah, you don't have to, but I think it'll help like recharge up the battery or help the battery
So they
not
can
die
just
as fast.
pedal them, and that has nothing to do with how then riding it. It's still just
Something
goes,
like that.
Because I see him pedaling, and I'm like, they're going way faster than their feet are pedaling. I don't understand that. All right.
Snookman said, "Get a Toyota. You can't break those."
Yeah.
Gosh, I mean, you see these nice big trucks, and they're all those are overpriced. And then you see, and you're like, man, this truck has, 150,000 miles on it, and they still want 25,000 for it. And then you see a little Toyota truck, and you're like, oh, that looks like something to be more in my price range. And you over and look at it, it's got 200,000 miles, and they want like $40,000 for it. Like Toyotas are,
because like Berlin, Toyota makes a Lexus, I believe.
Yes.
And Berlin, she bought that thing. That her used Lexus has been going for 15 years.
Yeah.
Toyota's
Since they last.
supposedly
And-
the best, I think.
So, that's why you got to pay more, but it's worth it because you don't have to deal with shitty shit and constant breakdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Chryslers suck. I had a couple Chryslers were terrible.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Let's take a break. Here we got a little Trace Cadillac going on, except he doesn't have it anymore. He's on his 17th car in the last 16 months. We'll be right back with more ClusterF. It's a badass car. It's such a badass car that I wrote a song about Trace's Cadillac.
Okay.
Like a little ditty. And it's 4 minutes long, and I could have gone 6.
Oh boy. Because there was a
It's
few
like
things.
Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah.
It's a Trace Cadillac. Yeah, we all know Trace is foolish for the crazy things he do. He can't keep a vehicle running, and his feet are too strong for shoes. Yeah, he says he's unlucky, but I really don't know about that. He could go drifting in a Hyundai till it's a goddamn piece of crap. He got 5 cars that ain't running, and he sold 2 of them for scrap. And now he's got a goddamn Trace Cadillac cruising down the street. We go big back, rotting under the seat. His little whatever, that has died. Better buckle up and hold on for dear life. Always getting stuck. There's a toe strap in the back of his Trace Cadillac. Trace Cadillac, badass car. Yeah, he drives just like an asshole. That's why his cars don't last too long. He'll smash all of the windows, blow out the tires, then park it out in the front lawn. Yeah, the frame is out of kilter, 'cause one day he lost control. But he got some guys to fix it. Yeah, they came from Mexico. Well, the cops out in Wesley Chapel are all calling the dispatch. They say they're following a Trace Cadillac. It's a junk heap, big piece of crap, rolling down the street. French fries on the floor, busted out taillight. 2-week-old taco on the floorboard, smelling ripe. Sitting on the dashboard, it's a melted sour patch of his Trace Cadillac. Trace Cadillac. All true. One more verse. I could have done 10 more. Now Trace is out in the barn, and he's stealing his daddy's gas. Now he's drifting in the pasture, and and you know he'll probably crash. Yeah, he could crash a freaking Honda. He could crash a Subaru. Yeah, he crashed his freaking Chrysler, and he broke his Jeep in two. But now he thinks that he's styling, but that boy ain't got a clue. He's driving in a Trey's Cadillac, cruising down the street. We go big back, rotting under the seat. His little girls are squealing with delight. Better buckle up and hold on for dear life. Always getting stuck, so there's a toe strap in the back of his Trey's Cadillac. Trey's Cadillac.
Woo! I think we need all.
I think we got a winner.
Gosh, I'm gonna play that in my car next time I'm drifting.
I think that's your theme.
Some people are used to walking all over others, but what happens when they think,
Before we go on a break, everybody, 37 inches. Try
37 inches?
37 inches. Hold your hands out, and I'm gonna come measure it.
37 inches.
Oh God, you're getting into the 50s.
I have not. I'm fluid.
I don't think my wingspan is that long.
All right, I got you right here.
Hold on.
Oh, the first person is gonna be the worst.
Right here.
Who wants to go first?
Wait. We all
I'll
have
go
to get
first.
set.
I'm ready. Go.
Hurry up! I've got it exactly
I
36.9
won't know
inches.
what if it's-
This
All right,
is
nope.
Trace!
Oh fuck! I don't.
All right. You and Mom both 30, and Berlin 40.
It was like
42.
42,
Can I
yeah.
see that? I want to go by what I was trying to go by.
All right.
How far?
37 inches is.
Oh wow!
This
it's
big.
the length of
What?
It's the length of this table.
I don't know. That's my guess.
This table.
Oh,
is
okay.
37.
Measure it, Berlin. Measure Trace.
get this
Measure Trace.
37 and a
That's
half
too
inches.
long.
Going
That's too
too long.
long.
51.
And he just measured us up.
Everybody.
Curtains off of him before he brings the whole curtains down.
Oh man, my bad. Yeah.
14 inches. Right now.
It's the latest party game.
I got 14.
That's
Exactly 14.
That's a good part.
Welcome back to ClusterF. I'm gonna sing Ned's November song. I think everybody feels this way. I think everybody in America feel this way. Whether you support Trump or Biden, I think you wish it was like two normal young people, not two 80-year-olds. I think everybody feels we should not have two 80-year-olds running for president. That's what the song's about. I also figure I know why Bubba's talking about me. He can't let go. Because he's gonna listen to it, and he's got a personality thing where he likes to be abused. He likes to self-destruct. So he wants to hear people talking bad about him. So I'm more than happy to help you out with that, Todd. I mean, look, come on, buddy. Worked together for 20 years. I'm helping you out, buddy. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a good day. Listen to me call you horrible names. Because that's what you like. I don't know why you like it. It's okay. Takes all kinds to make this world. Just leave me alone. I have no desire to talk about you, think about you ever again, man. Why don't you do the same, buddy? Quit worrying about it. Quit making up stories. Quit making up Todd stories. I guess it's fun to make up stories when everybody believes your stories, no matter how outlandish. That is fun. Just keep doing you, buddy. I'll keep doing me. All right, let me get my deal ready. Little Green Day going on here. I don't think anybody wants these two old fucks. I don't think anybody wants them. I know people want trouble. Hey, come on, it's time to move along to some sane young people. Where's my deal? What's today? Today's the 9th. When did I do this? I did it on the 8th. I think this is it. Let's see if this is it. Yeah, this is it. All right, let's see if get my level here. Let me get my level. I think everybody can relate to this song. Okay. Let's get this shit together. All right, here we go. Wake me up when November ends, please. Hit it, Cheech.
Come on, man.
Old men living in the past. These two old goats are out of gas. Wake me up when November ends.
Don't be rude.
Donald Trump is fading fast. Joe Biden, he has diaper rash.
Soda!
Wake me up when November ends.
Stop it.
Same two old men again. This is so bizarre. Joe Biden wears Depends, and Trump needs CPR. I don't care which old guy wins. Either way, we all have lost. Wake me up when November ends.
I'm really rich.
Congress is full of trash. Crooks who steal all of our cash. Wake me up when November ends. When November ends.
Bing, bing, bong,
Crank it up,
bong.
crank it. Trump can't walk down a ramp. Joe Biden can barely stand. Wake me up when November ends.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by
They don't
you know
have
the- you know the
long
thing.
to live. I thank my lucky stars. Joe is stiff as cement, and Trump's heart is enlarged.
Wrong.
Old
Wrong.
codgers short of breath. Soon both of their hearts will stop. Wake me up when November ends.
Don't be rude.
Wrong. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was in foothills of the Himalayas.
Bring it home,
Xi
bring it home.
Jinping, traveling with
Bing,
him.
bing, bong, bong,
Last week,
bing, bing,
traveled 17,000 miles. I don't know that for a fact. And
Elections coming fast. I won't vote, I think I'll pass. Wake me up when November ends.
I'm really rich.
Joe still says phonograph. Trump's still sending telegraphs. Wake me up when November ends.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the
when
thing.
November ends. Wake me up when November ends.
I'm gonna come.
I like that one. That's my favorite one. All right, we got to get everybody back in here. We're getting the kid ready for school. Welcome back to ClusterF. Got the biblical quiz coming up. We'll do that at 10. We'll do the biblical quiz at 10. Sean Raz Shitty Song of the Week coming up momentarily.
Why don't I hear as much about Trump and Biden anymore? Seems like it, I see a lot less signs and stickers and...
People are over it.
People are over it.
They'd rather think about the eclipse.
Do you watch that?
I forgot all about it. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Anything happened exciting?
I guess I should have told you.
I didn't think it was much going on here in Florida. It's just like a 67% eclipse.
You know, there was I was buying a truck yesterday, and the guy that was selling me the truck had the glasses.
Yeah.
You know, so he let me peek.
Oh yeah.
You know, so I get to.
Guess it's cool if you have the glasses.
You know, I looked and I was like, "That's kind of cool."
It's kind of cool.
You know, I was driving around. I thought the entire thing lasted 3 or 4 minutes. You know, but it was like the full eclipse deal was for in the places where it was going to happen was for that long, which is a little cooler than I thought. But, you know, driving, it did seem weird. You know, I was driving around.
It seemed, just being dimmer?
It was dimmer outside, but it didn't seem like cloud dim. It was, you know, just seemed a little different than, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's about it.
You're driving around. What's your bad leg? Your right leg?
Yeah.
You able to drive okay?
Not really. I got to use my left foot to drive.
Oh, my God. It's a left-footed driver. That could be scary.
Yeah, I ended up. I mean, I can kind of drive with my right foot. I just got to pick my leg up and move it from the brake to the gas. So that's kind of iffy.
But you can't move your leg, so it's... All right, Sean Raz, Shitty Song of the Week. We have... What's this? Echo X Low Spirit. I don't even know. I don't even know what these people's name. EKOH space small x space large L with a O with a slash through it.
What the fuck? This is like what I'd label something to save it under a file name. That's my file
When
name.
he traces file names, just random letters and signals.
File name. I don't know
When
what that means.
when he would name a file, it would just be
Oh.
like X, Y, exclamation point, comma. This guy can F off just because of his name. Echo X low with a slash through it. Spirit. Boo. Good Things. Good Things is the name of his song. Good Things.
It better be
Let's
good.
see what Sean Raz has in store for us this week. I don't know if we've ever, have you ever, do you remember this guy, Trey?
I don't think
I don't know if I've
so.
ever seen this guy. We shall see.
All the good things go. They used to get me high when I needed them the most. I wanna know, is all I'll be a broken thing? Is it just me? I wanna know.
Oh, it's this guy. See, that guy, that so far I was like, well, this isn't, horrible, that intro. But then it's this guy.
What? Who is that guy?
This guy, you'll recognize him. We've seen him before.
Alone in the world, I don't fit my skin, and I'm afraid of the day, so I don't want to talk, and I waste so much, so I never did stop. When did everything become so real? When the mom traded in the cape for pills, how come I don't feel the things I used to feel, and lost that trust in myself? Tell me, will I ever be significant to someone if I don't feel like I'm worthy when looking at everything I've done? I want to know when I started this overthinking, believing the shit I tell myself, pulling away from everyone.
See, I'm bored with this guy already. It's like it's the same shit every song. Woe is me. I got mental problems. I'm going to talk about my mental problems really fast, and that's going to be entertaining. No, it's not.
I want to know if this is really forever. Am I just defective, or would I get better if I could let it go? And if a heart gets broken in half, will I ever get it back? I want to know, where did all the good things go that used to get me high when I needed them the most? I want to know, is all I'll be a broken?
Not a bad hook, and this guy's pretty good.
Yeah, it's kind of got a slight Linkin Park sound.
Yeah,
to it.
ditch this guy though. Ditch the Echo guy.
A little dramatic.
Spared no expense on this video too.
little
We need
dramatic.
2 folding chairs and an empty room.
Fabric that just got stained from the things that have happened. Spent enough time lost in the tragic to mask the pain. I might have lost all the passion and sick of the sad shit. Yeah, me too. I don't want to take drugs just to feel like I used to. Never knew this was all it would take to be pushed out the way. Now I'm full of this rain. Am I the only one lost? Am I the only one left that can help me? I'm falling apart. If there's a remedy left, can you tell me? Someone tell me. Where did all the good things go that used to get me high when I needed them?
Very Linkin Parkish.
Yeah. Except not as good.
Yeah.
Is all I'll be a broken thing? Is it just me?
My guy's too dramatic over there. I can't.
It's true to I mean, for the scenario, especially sitting in a folding chair back to back with this guy. I mean, I think he could have done a better video.
All the good things wanna hide from me, like I'm lost in the dark, all that I can see. Everybody just lies, but I need to know how to back.
See, this is music for people, for modern people who are just always depressed. This is what this is. This is for the people who like this are people who are like, you speak to me. What you say about being miserable about everything, that is me.
Yeah.
That's what this is. And I like positive music. I don't like this woe is me shit.
Yeah.
Things left, all that I can hold. Why do all the good things wanna hide from me? Like I'm lost in the dark, all that I can see. Everybody just lies, but I need to know. Where did the good things? Good things wanna hide from me. Lost in the dark, all that I can see.
This guy is over the top. He's way over the top.
I mean, I don't.
He's ripping out his hair.
I don't know why I like them or Linkin Park and not these guys.
I was gonna say when you guys say, when you say they're low rent, Linkin Park, it's like, well, what if this was Linkin Park singing this? You'd like it just because it was Linkin Park.
I don't know if I would.
I think his part is pretty good. I think
It's not
it's a
terrible.
decent hook.
I could do without this depressing
I agree.
way they're doing it.
It's everything's always with these guys. They're depression niche rap. It's like they go for all the mentally ill people. Hey man, smart move because that's a growing demographic.
Yeah.
I think this is actually Bubba wrote this song. Where did all the good things go?
Where did all the good things go?
used to get me high when I needed them the most. I wanna know, is all I'll be this broken piece? Is it just me? I wanna know, where did all the good things go that used to get me high?
Alright,
It's not bad.
Growing
It's not-
on me a little bit.
It's not bad.
I wanna know, is all I'll be a broken thing? Is it just me? Good things try to hide from me, lost in the dark, all that I can see. Everyone lies, but I need to know. Good things try to hide from me, lost in the dark, all that I can see. Everyone lies, but I need to know. Where did all the good things go?
I think I got to give that one a pass, a rare pass. I think it was. That was a pretty good hook. I thought it was a pretty good hook.
Yeah.
I was actually not a bad. I was not too shitty, Sean.
No.
You're slipping, buddy. You're slipping. Now it's good to throw a good one every once in a while. We don't hate on everything.
I liked it.
I liked it. I could still do without that.
'Cause I like Linkin Park,
that
but-
whiny guy.
That guy was way over the
He
top.
was
with
over
it.
the. He definitely was over the top.
Man, what is this whole depression deal with everybody being depressed and talking about? You know, like the leading. I'm not a doctor, and I'm kind of just making this up off of everything I've learned about depression.
Yeah.
But it seems to be the leading cause of depression is talking about depression.
Yeah.
It really seems to, the more you talk about it and bring it up and then dwell on things that make you depressed, the more depressed, because you're always in that state of thinking about bad things. And I think the cure to depression is being positive.
I never heard one word the entire time I was growing up about my mental health.
No,
it was never. It wasn't even a thing. And I was, and everybody I knew was totally fine, and there was no gender controversy, and no depression, and no autism and ADHD. It was just normal kids being kids and not worried about your mental health. I think it's society. You can show all. It's been shown throughout time. You can easily influence people and groupthink and like when a cluster of girls in a high school becomes lesbian, it's a peer thing. It's they want attention. It's people are really, and they're influencing an entire generation to be mentally ill. When that's all you what about your mental health? What about your mental health? What about your mental health?
Did they think that was the way to handle this?
They do it on. It's
or
all
they
on
doing
purpose.
it on purpose?
It's all everything.
And if they're doing it on purpose, what a bunch of horrible people! That's like what we talked. That's like what we talked about in the first hour of the show.
They're horrible people.
That kind of person people that do horrible things like this.
They don't care anything about you.
Why would they do that?
They don't care. It was like you look at the trans thing. It's like Democrats 1,000% do not care about trans people at all.
Right.
But they act like they are the biggest supporter. They don't care. They're using it. It's part of their agenda. They don't give a shit about nobody in this country but themselves. So so obviously they don't care about mental health. They don't care about, climate change isn't a thing. It's just another way to get money. They don't care about trans people. They don't care about blacks. They brought back racism.
Yeah.
The Democrats have been keeping black people down for decades upon decades. They don't care about black people. They don't care about anybody. And people cannot even wrap their minds around that. They think these people care about you. Well, they don't.
Yeah. VW Rick sent a couple things on Facebook. One of them was that a skidster, a bobcat that I don't have. It's like, don't send me that and depress me.
Killer JP said, can we just forget about the song of the week and go through all Trace's cars and what happened to them? And boats. Boats not too interesting, all my boats just broke. I think almost every one of my cars has a pretty good story behind it, though.
Yeah, there probably is. That stuff. Look at he said to have tell Trace to put that stuff on his
What is this?
knee.
I do.
You put this stuff? You have this stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got that stuff.
Really?
Where'd you
I
get
think
it?
so.
Magna Potis.
Maybe not. It's like I don't know. Lauren puts horse medicine on my knee. That's all I know, and it's green. Lauren puts green horse medicine on my knee.
No, that's probably it.
I
Probably
might
works,
have
too.
some stuff kind of like that too that you can use. He said, get some of this, put it on your knee thick, and wrap it with an ace bandage before bedtime. Pulls out swelling. We use it a ton.
I need to get some of that stuff. See, the stuff for animals actually works because
It does.
farmers actually need stuff that works.
Yeah.
You know, they can't be messing around with stuff that don't work.
Yeah.
What, you want to see your skid steer bag?
Yeah.
What is
You're never going to get a skid steer. I mean, that's not even like ever in the cards. Ever.
Why?
Ever.
Look at all the stuff.
You know how many
the
thousands of
Bobcat.
dollars those things are?
Just get a loan. That's what I'm doing nowadays.
I like
get
that.
everything. I buy everything I want.
If I'm getting a loan, I'm not going to buy something to move dirt. Well, spend all that money. I mean, those are thousands of dollars.
I'm going to get a credit card increase today.
Would you get me a Bobcat?
Sure. Why not?
That's what I do. I just get Trace
There
to
you go.
get a loan and buy everything I need.
I'm still confused
all the
and pissed
things that
about
thing does.
Lauren. We could have had a fucking side by side. Who? Lauren didn't think she could get a loan for a side by side. How did somebody else get a loan in her name with her shitty
that's
credit?
what I want to know.
Right.
Get a
How
side by side.
How does that make sense?
I'm pretty pissed about the situation because if we're gonna, it's gonna ruin her credit, might as well have had the fucking side by side.
I still don't get that. It's like, so somebody, how did they steal her identity? What, do they walk into a bank with a Lauren wig on and apply for a
I
loan?
don't understand that. How do you get a
Doesn't
loan
even-
in someone else's
It ain't
name?
easy to get a loan.
Right.
And they're not just letting, any Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Especially since he said he didn't even think Lauren could get a loan.
Yeah, I didn't.
Something going on with that.
Ned's
Something.
Navy says Trace needs to save his money for a nice wheelchair.
I do.
You can get one of the motorized ones.
Gosh, I mean, I can't.
Tool around your property on your little motorized wheelchair.
Are you playing that Bobcat video or no?
I didn't see a video.
I've
It
been
was on the Facebook thing,
Wheel-
just above the
wheelie chairing around my house. I got a little rolly chair.
Wheelie chairing? Is that
Rolly
how you
chair, and
call
I
it?
just roll around the house. I'm sure everybody loves it.
Right there, the first one above
Above what?
above all those right there.
Okay.
Watch all the stuff that thing does. You'd probably like that too. It has that the mower thing on it, like a bush hog kind of thing.
Yeah.
The Toolcat 5600 utility work machine is one of the most versatile machines you can
I'll
own.
take that.
Dump truck.
Mostly because of the amount of
Tiller.
attachments it can use.
Oh, all the
and
attachments.
types of jobs
Can you
it
imagine how
The-
much the attachments are?
I only
Jesus
need a
God.
few of them though.
But
like
let's take a
that.
look at some of its key features
yeah.
that add to its versatility. Let's start with its foundation, the rigid spine frame. It's the same type used in the construction industry. It provides much better
All right.
stability and balance without twisting.
That mowing
lifting,
thing was
digging,
pretty
or traveling.
pretty cool. How it just
It also acts as a skid plate for components. This will give you more pressure for
Right
certain
there.
job
Look at that.
applications. It allows you to choose a different response setting of the accelerator.
All
This will
right.
give you
Sold,
more precise
Trace.
control.
I
when
do-
you
Go get that
drive your
loan.
power Bobcat.
I'll do it.
Man, can you
Hundreds
imagine how
interior
much
is
that costs
automatic
though with
with
all those
adjustable base
attachments?
and a radio that's
Those
What is this?
attachments got to be thousands of
I'm gonna
dollars each,
I'm gonna
right?
look this up. Toolcat 5600. Toolcat 5600 price.
Yeah.
Man, I don't get Webster. Like the popular, it's got there's like 900 people that live in Webster, and like you look it up and it says like the average household income's like $18,000.
Yeah.
It's like really low. But every house I've been to in Webster, everybody seems rich. Like maybe not a giant house, but everybody's got all like boats and tractors with all these different attachments and dirt bikes and four-wheelers and electric bikes.
Because they're all doing what you do.
Just
They all want to seem like they got money too.
And there's probably people who move out to Webster who, they got some little money and they want some property.
Yeah, I
So,
guess
and it's
so.
cheap. It's way cheaper than living out here. Boy, they don't want to give you. They don't want to give you a price on this goddamn thing. Never find a goddamn price. Here we go, $27,000.
Is that with any attachments?
Probably not.
No.
Probably not. Probably one attachment or something. 27. Yeah.
Man.
That used to be a nice car. Get a nice car for $27,000 back in the day. My sister got a Mustang for a brand new Mustang for $2,000 back in the day.
Brand new?
Brand new, way back in the talking way back in the day.
What? $2,000.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
It was a different world. Gas was 50 cents a gallon. It's a different
I
world.
do remember that.
Different freaking world.
It's not that long ago if you really think about it. 50 years ago, 40 years ago. It's not a long time for everything to flobdruple, like everything's so expensive.
It's just normal. It's just normal, buddy. It's just normal.
Is it?
No, I don't think it is. Okay, I saw one of these stupid games. on the
VW
internet.
Rick said that price you said was used.
Yeah, I was on a used site.
What? That was used?
Yes, they're probably 30 grand or 40.
Someone
30 or
says
40.
60, 70, 90. I don't know.
For a Bobcat.
Man, I guess you'd have to. I thought maybe VW Rick was just going to buy me one, but he definitely has to win the lottery. That's a long
win
shot.
the lottery. Let's see if I win the lottery.
Maybe Trace will buy me
Come
the
on,
lottery.
Trace
Maybe
has
Trace
got a
won
lottery
the
ticket.
lottery. Come on, Trace.
You got a lottery ticket,
Come
buddy?
on, Trace.
What's the
You gotta
winning?
look at how
You
you
got
gotta
the
look
winning numbers?
Would you buy me one if you won the lottery right now?
What? Yeah, I don't care.
You guys heard it. He said he would.
You'd burn through it in no time.
All right, what is this? Powerball? I probably bought the wrong one.
He has no idea. Can't even check his numbers right. He's probably won the lottery 8 times. Throwing them all away.
Oh, it's not looking good. Gosh. You just get one right.
I know.
I never get any
know,
right.
Man.
Fuck,
It
man.
sucks. I just bought one like the last Powerball one like a couple days ago.
It's a sucker's
Just
game,
like,
man. It's a sucker's
I'm
game.
so bad at picking those numbers.
Gosh.
You can't be good at it. There's no way to be good. It's just it's a sucker's game, man.
I know.
Yeah.
One in a 600 million chance of winning.
Elab, the more people that say they'll buy me one if they win the lottery, the better chances I have. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Would it be the better chances I have of getting one? So Elab says too. So did I just double my chances of getting one?
Now
if someone
I think now you have a 1 in 480 million chance of getting it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've doubled your odds, man.
God, every time I get one of these Powerball tickets, by the time the drawing comes, I'm convinced I have the winning ticket. I'm like, this is it. Even though every time I never get one fucking number right.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Everybody feels that way. That's why when you hear someone win, they're like, I just had a feeling that I picked the right numbers. And it's like, everybody has that feeling. What are you talking about?
And you never get dick, and you never get dick.
Never.
All right, so I got crypto. Let's check that. Let's see if
Crypto was up yesterday.
Horrible
It was
Rob.
way up. It was way up yesterday. Crypto was way up.
Hobo Rob's gonna get me one too if he wins. So that
Yeah,
did
and
I triple my
Bubba was going to
chances?
give everybody on the show $1 million if he won the lottery too, and you know that wasn't going to happen either.
No, not my crypto, I guess.
Oh, Killer JP too. So that's 4. Oh, my odds are going up.
They probably don't even play the lotto.
Oh, you son of a bitches!
So,
Get out there and get a lottery ticket.
How's that crypto, buddy?
Nah, it's
Same
as usual.
Pepe the Frog not taking off.
Well, I mean, I 8. What is times 8? I made times 8 my money.
I made times 8 my money. Oh shit!
What? You got to go.
Bella to
Oh, I didn't know you didn't take her. Already. I thought you took her.
What?
I don't know.
You won't get to play my stupid game. I'll save the stupid game for when you get back.
What stupid game?
It's one of these stupid games, like that where it tells you to multiply numbers, subtract, and then it's everybody's supposed to get the same answer. You're supposed to get blown away by how you got the same answer.
Oh,
I didn't have the same answer at all. It's a scam.
Yeah, I just can't figure out where's a good way to buy a car, man. Hopefully I got a good deal on a truck, but you never. Is it just a crapshoot? If you're buying it used.
Well, like your mom, she does it the right way. She painstakingly searches for cars from actual owners and
Yeah.
that have taken care of, like, that her car out there she got from some guy in Spring Hill, got a great deal on it, and that thing's kicked ass for her for several years. And she got me a good deal on that. I got that pickup truck right before things went crazy, so it was a pretty good deal, and it's ran pretty well. I could probably sell it now for twice what I bought it. I bet I could sell it for twice what I bought it.
Maybe.
Because of that, it was right before things went crazy.
I think I'm thinking it has a lot to do with, I don't think either of those. I think I'm just have bad luck and I'm, drive crazy or whatever. I think nobody drives as much as I do. I think if you had to drive that truck 40,000 miles a year, it'd be done by now.
It's true. I only drive it like 2 or 3 days a week.
Yeah.
I do drive it, drive all around, delivering stuff.
I'm so over driving around, I hate driving now.
You used to love driving.
I don't mind driving, but I can just feel I can feel the miles are taking a toll on my vehicle now. Back in the day, it wasn't even, you didn't even worry about your miles on your car. I don't ever remember as a kid being like, oh, you better not put miles. I'm like, I flew to Miami right now. I don't care. But now it's
back when I used to have those elder Ford cars, that was the best. Free car. And I never drove them. I drove them, maybe a little faster than I would my car, but maybe braked a little harder. but I didn't. I treated them good. But it's so nice when we got our first new car with a warranty, or in our marriage, our first new car was it's like not. That's the first time we didn't have, because we were like you, not quite as bad, but we went through a bunch of shitty cars because we couldn't afford a good car, And then my brother-in-law sold me his used van that he took good care of, so that one worked. And we got that little Saturn new, and that was good. But before that, just nothing but problems. Do you think a warranty back then would be more useful than a warranty now? I just feel like nowadays they're just trying to F you.
I don't get, insurance company, an insurance company will do anything to fuck you over, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And not pay?
Yeah.
I heard that insurance businesses are one of the most profitable businesses out there. So how come when somebody needs to make a claim, you don't just fucking pay, you cocksucker, right?
They got to be making... Because they're cocksuckers, right? I mean, they're corporate cocksuckers. I explained in Florida, the insurance situation is insane, and they're canceling policies, they're raising rates, they're really effing everybody over, and they've explained it. I've seen it on the news a couple times. What the insurance companies do is they take their money, and then they distribute them amongst a bunch of shell companies that they open up, a bunch of bullshit companies. And then they go cry into the insurance commission, and and they say, we don't have any money because we stole all the money people gave it, And then you can raise your rates. It's a big, complete 100% scam, like everything else. And that's what happens when you get big government and giant corporations. They don't care about you at all. They'll cancel your insurance and ruin your life.
Man, I can't believe Nikola Tesla wasn't a bigger deal. I mean, I can, but the more I learn about him, the more you're just like, man, this guy was one of the smartest guys ever.
Yeah.
That unfortunately wanted to do things like give people free energy. They just fucking shut him down when he fucking, he had all this, a grant or whatever to build this thing to give people free energy, and they were just like, what the fuck are you talking about? And stole all his ideas and made him not the scientist he was, because all these ideas he wasn't trying to make a ridiculous profit off of, and they're like, we can't fucking have this.
So how long ago was that? 100 years ago, around 100 years ago. So 100 years ago, it was exactly the same as it is today. The powers that be don't want good things for the people. They want to make money off the people, and that's how it is. And it's probably times 10 now. Like if you like the guy who could make clean water out of air or whatever. Remember that guy? And they fucking came in and smashed up his thing. And
I mean, I saw one thing on the on the TV about that. It was the first time I had heard it. And why would that? I mean, that should be the greatest invention of all time, right?
Yeah.
This guy can pull fucking water out of air and feed and give water to people that don't have water, solving all the. I mean, it's a fucking huge deal. And the only time I saw it was when it was on the TV and they were bitching because the government came and sent a mechanic to fuck it up. Like,
that's how it goes, buddy. Get used to it. It's going to get nothing but worse. Big corporations, they own you. Jim F. 1979 just subscribed for 56 months. Woo! Appreciate Jim F. 1979. You know, I've been talking about how, dumb people are in society, and there's going to be crimes committed that, people be murdered senselessly because people are so dumb. They think they can get away with stuff, and they can't get away with it because they're art out, and they had no chance of getting away with it.
Yeah.
Here's a case where okay, this is this is the one. This is the guy stabbed a bunch of teens on the river.
Oh yeah.
And I got the video of that too. But this is the star witness against him. This is the star witness against the guy who they say stabbed. And you just look at the level of dumbness that we're dealing with in America today. This is in a court of law.
You also said to the police.
And he's, there used to be a thing called, you try to have respect for the judicial system, and you would wear at least
the judicial system.
At least a nice shirt and pants. He's got a jacket and a T-shirt. He has no respect for anything.
He came out of the bushes, and he was taking pictures of the girls.
Yes, I said that.
You saw that?
No, I said that.
I understand you said it. Did you see it?
Yes.
So you saw Mr. Mew with his camera that afternoon taking pictures of little girls. That's what you're telling this jury.
Oh, no. No, that's what I said.
No, like I said, I understand you said it. Is it true?
What?
Oh, I don't know.
Why would you say it if you don't know if it's true?
It was a lot going on.
This is their best witness. This is their best witness.
I mean, maybe maybe you're just like, I'm fucking over this. You unfortunately you saw some guy fucking stab some people, and now they're dragging you into court every day, and you're like, ah. Or maybe this guy's the dumbest guy in the world.
Larry on.
A lot was going on March 7th of 2024.
No, that.
Objection argumentative. Overruled.
This guy can't even figure out the question.
Say it one more time for me.
I just want to make sure you understand. Okay, on March 7th of 2024, you have a recorded interview with investigators O'Keefe and Jessness, I think is how you pronounce his name. They speak to you about this incident, right? Yes?
Yes.
And on March 7th of 2024, you tell these law enforcement officers that he comes out of the bushes and that he's taking pictures of girls, right?
Yes. Yes.
That's not true, is it?
Oh, well, this
I
guy,
guess so.
He just kind of looks like a normal dude, but he's full blown art out.
He's somewhat art out.
He's definitely
he can't figure basic things out.
It's hard to say because that's what I recall from the date that happened. That's what I was telling the officer.
Okay. You'd agree when you were interviewed by the officers back in 2022, you never said anything about him taking photos of little girls, right?
I don't remember that. That was a month ago I said that, though.
So this guy don't know. This guy don't know nothing about nothing. He can't even understand questions. Here's the incident. I think we talked about it, but we didn't really know the details a few months ago. So this is the guy that stabs the teenagers, and it's hard to hear the audio, but it sounds like they're harassing him. So I don't know. I think he's trying to get his phone back. Or his snorkel back.
What? What's going on with y'all homie? He's on camera. Tripping. He's on 4K. Yo, the new iPhone got that good quality. What do you say? Yeah, what the hell? Who is this? Yes.
It's hard to tell what's going on. Go ahead.
I don't know. I might stab these guys too.
Yeah, I mean, they don't stop the whole video. They don't stop.
Who is that? Who the hell is this? Go. Doesn't matter.
See, so that what they're trying to say in the court is, like, they accused him of taking pictures of little girls.
Yeah.
And that's what incited them to kind of like harass him.
Yeah.
And they're saying his defense is he wasn't, they just made that up, and that's why everything escalated.
I mean, that really, changes my mind, if this guy's being a creep taking pictures of girls.
That's a whole different
but
deal.
If you're,
what if he's not?
If you're not, that's a pretty, crazy thing to say. If I'm at the Wiki watching this group of guys is fucking yelling that I'm like a pedophile,
people are gonna come after you.
Yeah,
like a lot of
I'm gonna be
people.
fucking pissed as shit.
So they may have, the defense. Well, let's watch it, see what happens. I don't know if this is his wife probably saying, just get out. See, if he just left, that's what you got to. You just got to walk away from situations nowadays.
I even have that part on camera. Some young ass kid. What the hell is this guy's problem, bro? We're trying to have fun. He's gonna call you. He's gonna claim you.
I can't even understand these.
I know. I really can't decipher these.
I'm thinking there's a possibility that the guy who's got the phone and taking all these pictures is the guy on the stand.
It's the guy that we were just
making fun of. It might be him. He turns the phone around and you'll see him in a little bit. Well, these guys are obnoxious.
I know, man.
If he wasn't taking pictures of little girls,
I think he's innocent. If he wasn't, but did he kill people?
Maybe one. See, it doesn't look like he looks like he's trying to stay out of it the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, now they push him in the water.
Stab. I'm stabbing these fuckers, bro. Stab.
Oh, they bitch slapped him. They threw him in the water and bitch slapped him. Oh.
I feel like you're allowed to stab these people at this point.
Unless he was a pedophile.
Yeah.
He was taking pictures of underage girls. I mean, if you're a pedophile taking pictures of well, now they're pushing him down again, laughing at him, pushing him. Oh, he's got a knife. You could see the knife.
I think I saw it.
I think you see the knife. Oh, there it is, right there.
Yeah.
That's it right there. Okay, what's he doing? Oh, he stabbed that. He already got that guy. I don't know what he did. That guy. This is the guy that died.
Man,
he got that guy right in the gut. You see the blood. Yeah, it's the water. You see the blood in the water.
Oh my goodness. They fucked around and found
Oh
out.
boy, then they hightail it and leave their friend to die in the water. What's up with that?
Oh,
What's up with that? He's dying.
Are we serious? Is it real?
Yeah, that's the guy.
He's still filming. He's taking selfies. He's taking video of himself. Well, his friend's dying. I think we're gonna have to ask the chat. What do you think? Are you thinking stand your ground or not?
Well, they got this fucking monkey wrench in here about him being a pedophile.
Well, okay. Well, let's take that out of it. Take that out of it. So they don't have any, because you'd think they would have evidence on his phone of all these pictures of young girls, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. So let's take that out of it. Is this a clean gut stab? Kind of thing.
Kind of. Once they push him down and then start fucking hitting him in the water, I think you're in fear for your life.
I think so.
You could
I think
drown.
I'd have to see the trial and hear his demeanor and all the evidence, but I don't know, man. Sometimes you start a fight and hit somebody in the head and you get stabbed, right?
That's kind of what that's like life.
Is this real?
That is definitely the guy on the stand. Is this real?
That's not bite! That's not bite!
Oh, there's blood all in the water, man. What a...
Man, he got him good.
He got him good. With a pocket knife. Must have hit an artery. That's well, you know.
It is real, buddy.
So I guess it's going to be interesting. Let's see what people.
I mean,
say.
that guy stood around and didn't do shit for a while, and they were just incessant on fucking with that guy.
Yeah, they were really fucking with him. Let's get off the phone and call 911, asshole. Ned's Navy said that's a close one. Could go either way with the jury. Snookman says, too bad he didn't stab them all. Horrible Rob says, fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
That says, if he wasn't a pedo, it's self-defense, says Eric the Red. Gollum says, unless he was raping a kid, that was self-defense. Sean Rez says that was self-defense. Horrible Rob said they hit him first. Snookman says, stand your ground all day. AJ Linger says he was assaulted twice. Wow. So if this is a jury of ClusterF chatters, this guy's walking. This guy's scot-free. Horrible Rob, clean shoot. Ned's Navy says, I think it's borderlines. Okay, so Ned's Navy's on the jury, and you've got all these other guys in the chat going, no, he did. And Ned's going, Ned's Navy, you're right. He gets talked out right into a full conviction in 5 seconds. Should have stabbed them all. Surrounding him, clean stabbing.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree. You know, and if he was...
Killer JP says 10 pretty strong young guys attacking. I'd be scared, huh? Hell yeah, they attacked him. They assaulted him, says Beaver smells like tuna. NHRA 1967. They're VW Rick, not guilty. So it's pretty much unanimous. Here we get a woman's opinion. Crystal Gale, they went for him first. He got a clean stab.
You know,
chat loves the clean stab.
You know, just seeing that kid there, you know, stabbed in the stomach.
Yeah.
Like, that just sucks so bad.
It's just like
being stabbed, you know, that's gotta be fucking mind blowing, being that person and feeling what he's feeling.
And, you were being an asshole, but you were just thinking that, you know, you're going to harass the F out of this guy and then continue your merry way down the river. And then you're laying gut stabbed in the river, bleeding out and dying.
What
you know, if he would have lived, it would have been a good lesson. But he died, so it's like...
We'll pick it up at the very end. for Donna. Okay, it's right here. When the real action starts.
Was this a while ago?
Yeah, we talked about it, but I didn't know the story. So they were saying that he was taking pictures of young girls like a pedophile. And so they were.
How old is this guy?
He looks like he's about late 40s, early 50s.
Uh-huh.
And so that I don't know that about the case because you'd think they would have pictures on his phone.
Yeah.
You know,
they'd know for sure.
But they were showing the case, and the guy was saying he wasn't even sure about the guy taking pictures. So like they made it up to just harass this guy is possible what happened, and that's what I think happened. And so they've been yelling at him for about a minute. And now, so now they push him down in the water. Oh, he just got bitch slapped. Did you see that?
Yep.
It was a bitch slap. And now pushed him down in the water again. Pushed him again.
So all these kids are over something they're not even sure, right?
Yeah, all these this is where he pulls out a knife.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, he pulled out a knife.
Well, that's self-defense, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what everybody said. And here he is. So
sounds like a bunch of punks that are.
He's already stabbed that guy. See that guy right there?
I think he stabbed that girl or sliced her a little bit.
I don't know when.
I mean, otherwise you're going to sit there and get your ass kicked. And who knows what these kids are going to do to you.
Yep. So it's the guy in the yellow. So I'm trying to find.
They
the guy
all
in the
still
yellow.
think it's funny. They're all still laughing and.
Oh yeah. Here's the guy in the yellow.
And you've seen how some kids like this could act. They could. I mean, he could be wrong. I don't know. But some kids, they jump on the bandwagon and they don't know shit about what they're even talking about.
Yeah. There's the guy in the yellow. Was right to his right. Oh, they slap him. Oh, he got slapped. Then the guy in yellow pushes him down in the water.
And I would think about now I'm about ready to get drowned.
Get drowned.
Yeah.
Get drowned. Oh,
God.
The guy almost jumped into it.
Yeah.
Right?
He's going, I mean, that's self-defense. Yeah. That picture
if
right there.
If he wasn't all over him, he wouldn't have got stabbed, right?
Yeah. Ooh. So that's what happened. And the guy bleeds out and the guy dies. So this guy's on trial. And the star witness was really dumb guy. Couldn't even figure out the question of whether he actually saw him taking pictures.
I think he slashed that girl right there too.
Because somebody doesn't want to get in trouble for being the one that said this guy was doing that when he doesn't even know shit.
Yeah. So he's
gonna lie because he's like, otherwise I'm responsible for that guy's death. My friend's death because I said something that wasn't even true.
It was completely unanimous in the chat.
No.
Like every single person said self-defense.
Man, I can't believe I didn't see that before. Like I was like, where did this guy get? I didn't see it at all. And man, he got him right in the gut, man. Ugh.
Yeah.
It was just, the blade. See, you just hit the right straight. The blade was like that. It was a pocket knife. Yeah, but I guess you hit the right. No, I don't think it was a big blade like that.
Woo.
Lauren says even if he was a pedo, it can still be self-defense.
Yeah.
It just changed. I'm just talking about a jury.
Yeah.
On a jury, you might be going, well, this pedo, they were right to be harassing him.
Yeah.
I think that doesn't change things legally, but in the jury,
the jury's mind.
That's all that matters.
I mean, yeah, if there was some... I mean, even if he was taking pictures, which I'm not, for...
But you're a huge picture taker. What do you think? You're not
no,
about
I'm saying if he was
pictures?
taking pictures of young girls, that doesn't necessarily make him a pedophile unless he has some shit at home on his computer that does show that he's a pedophile.
Yeah, maybe he just likes pictures of young girls in bikinis. He's just a creep.
Yeah, he's just a creep that doesn't act on his impulse urges. But
not guilty.
Not that kind of thing. You can't just do that to people.
My stomach hurts. Like I feel like I got stabbed.
Oh, that can't be. Oh, you're just like, no way. You're lying in the river in the middle of your tubing trip.
Did any of his friends even know he was stabbed? They didn't look like.
Yeah. Oh, they kept going down the river filming. going, "Oh my God! Oh, he's dying! Look at the blood."
What do you mean kept going down the river?
They kept.
They
Going.
like ran away because
They went the other way.
Oh, his friends?
Yeah, with their tubes. They just kept walking
Why?
the tubes the other way.
Why didn't they help him?
so they didn't get
Because
stabbed.
there's a guy with a knife. And they didn't help him. There was a couple girls looked like they were helping him.
Yeah.
Because the guy wasn't like coming after him. They just had to get while the getting was good.
Huh.
So yeah, not 100%.
I don't think that guy would have kept stabbing everybody if they hadn't been, slapping him and pushing him down.
Well, yeah.
He probably wouldn't, he wasn't like a murderous, just on a rampage. He didn't come start that fight.
Now,
Ned's Navy says, I would have defended myself, but not sure if I'd use deadly force. Well, but when you got a bunch of guys surrounding you and they're already pushing you down into the water and stuff like that, maybe he didn't know that was deadly force. Maybe, I'm just trying to get these people off of me, and that kid did kind of jump into his knife.
Now if this guy is they say it's self-defense, and now could the kid, some of the kids that were slapping this guy around get charged with murder? They were assaulting this guy. If they were committing a felony while this kid died, usually that means they get charged with.
Depends on what kind
the
of
death
lawyers
of that
they
person.
got.
Yeah, I don't know.
Depends on if their parents have money and they got good lawyers. But that's what they do say. Whenever, so someone recently on the news, every day there's a shooting in St. Pete now. Every day on the news, there's a killing, a shooting, this or that. And they said
crime's down though. Crime's down.
Oh yeah, crime's down. But one kid that was a passenger was getting charged with vehicular manslaughter. They ran someone over or something, so the passenger was getting charged too.
Yeah, you might not be easy enough to prove. They might not want to do it, but I can't wait to find out everything about this trial. See, right when he gets stabbed, this guy he's getting attacked.
Yeah.
He's literally getting.
The kid that he stabbed was attacking him.
See, the kid's going for him right there.
Yeah.
I think that's 100%. There's no way you can say it's anything. The guy's got his hands up around his face. No, not guilty. 100%.
It's like going to choke him or something.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. He was going to choke him.
Sorry. Dwight
Sorry about
Nizzy.
your
Dwight
luck.
Nizzy gifted a tier 1 sub. That's 81 for Dwight Nizzy. Appreciate it, Dwight Nizzy.
Thanks, Dwight Nizzy. I was looking for. Is his name up there? It's right behind you, right? Yeah.
Right behind me.
I don't know if you heard. The names are coming down.
Coming down when?
They're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Next week?
Yeah,
Next
they
week?
I was just giving people. A couple people said, "Give me a little bit of time to $100 for your name on the wall, or to keep it on the wall." I've got my whole list of who gets to keep their names on the wall right here.
You stole my wall drawing idea and made it not fun.
Wall drawing idea. What was your wall? Just to draw
Just
stuff
to
on
put
the
the
wall?
name and stuff on.
We did.
I know,
do
but
it.
it's just like there's rules and stuff.
No rules. You just got to pay $100 for a name. It's a pretty simple contest, buddy. Should be able to figure that out.
Yeah.
Don't forget the bar show, 5th anniversary of the show. Bar
Woo!
show.
That means I gotta
You gotta
get a
go
lot ready.
Oh,
Get those new
you gotta get
cameras
all
Lynn
the-
gave us ready and
Set up
all that
set up
good
the bar scenario again. Haven't done that in ages.
It's been a long time.
Gone.
I don't
Please, I'm begging, erase mine first. Why is that?
Let's
If you want me
yeah,
to,
well,
I
I think
will.
we need to disparage them and deface their names.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Like Gom 69 is
First, we'll say some bad things about them on the wall before you paint it over. That's a project for me tomorrow.
Hmm.
All right.
If we're not, I don't even want to be involved in it if we're not at least doing it live. We can't paint over them.
Yeah, we're doing it live. Let's do it live.
We got to paint over them live. You can't.
Live. I agree. All right. We're going to take a break and we're coming back with Bible trivia. Be back with more ClusterF.
Let's get biblical. I wanna get biblical. Let's get fucking biblical. Let me hear some Bible talk. Some Bible talk. Let me hear some Bible talk. Mama is so stupid getting me.
Here's a quick mechanic. Here we go.
What's going on? This is the quick mechanic. I'm not going to tell you about my kids or my cats. I'm just going to tell you how to change the oil on this Nissan Rogue. First,
Rogue.
The car.
What kind?
Roku.
What is it?
Rogue.
I messed
Rogue?
up. Yeah, I messed up a bunch, you know. But it was so
Roku.
frustrating after changing oil for hours on 3 cars. I was just like, this is good enough. I used my 14-inch wrench. I think I said.
Whatever,
14 millimeter.
Whatever it takes.
This is a 14-inch wrench.
The drunk mechanic. Nissan Roku. I got my 14-inch wrench and my 4-pound pliers.
God.
My 20-gallon oil filter.
Just going to do the rest with my hand.
Oh, look at that. Just take that right off, buddy.
Oh, no. Missed a little bit.
Yeah, there's definitely oil spillage out there.
I was going to say, is there oil
Oh,
all
for
over?
sure. Yes, there is.
It's like a car got murdered.
Great.
Oh, I mean, I should have taken a picture. I had to let Buttercup out, so I had to go clean a path for her, where she, get from the stall to the grass, just littered with empty oil containers, wrenches, oil pans full of oil.
That was after I told him.
Rags.
That was after I told him that.
Socket sets.
Trace, just so you know, if you ever want to open your own garage type thing, people appreciate shit cleaned up.
Well, I also was like, I gotta go clean that up, and you're like, just go to the store instead.
Well, because I know because he was gonna go out and clean it up after he showered when he'd be sweating and have to go to the store. So I said, do it when you get back.
And he didn't.
And he didn't.
Yeah, I forgot.
He forgot.
Right.
He forgot. All right, here we go.
Is Buttercup out?
Just going to let that
Yes, she is.
Is the gate shut?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
drain.
It's very hard to unloosen that. What do they call
Loosen?
it? Stopcock, on the oil pan.
Stopcock.
No, it's not that. Whatever it is, that
Just
bolt.
called it the oil plug.
The oil plug. Yeah, the oil plug. Because as soon as you get it loose enough for that oil to come out, usually the hot oil, you can't get your hand out of there fast enough. You're always going to get that oil.
Is a stopcock something, or did you just make that up?
Stopcock's like a
It's
butter.
got cock on the mind.
Stopcock.
Stopcock was like the butterfly thing on your radiator that you twist in. They called it a stopcock. Okay, the quick mechanic is all he's doing.
We do know he needs a bigger bucket. We just couldn't find a bigger bucket. So
He needs he's got 25 seconds in. Here we go.
We're gonna put the bolt back in.
Good enough.
Now you gotta find the oil filter. This one's a little.
what?
You get what I was trying to do. I said, get the video here.
What happened?
No point in that video did I get the bolt threads.
He's just going back and forth with that. But it's not. It wasn't even starting to be threaded, and he just cuts away. Everything about this video is totally fraudulent.
Spike says Trey should have his customers sign something that says, "I don't have to do this."
Don't let that drain. Pop the hood.
Definitely have to have them sign something knowing what they're getting into.
Hey, here we go. Watch that.
Just a little bit. Just gonna let that drain. Pop the hood. We're gonna put the bolt back in. Now you gotta find the oil filter. This one's a little.
Just fade out.
Right here. Grab one of these. It was too big, but I was able to remove it and loosen it by hand. Get the baby on there.
It's like The oil filter's not even in the camera. It's just him going whoop whoop and doing a twisty motion. Oh.
Got 4 quarts in there. Pull out. Put the cap back on. Oh, what's going on? This is the quick mechanic. I'm not going to tell you about my kids and my cats. I'm just going to tell you how to change the oil on this Nissan.
Did you put the caps on? That's what I want to know.
I did. I think I did everything right.
You know, when I said, let's just have Trace do it, because, you know, when you take your car to these oil places, they forget to put the caps on. They fill it up too much with oil. Now I'm starting to wonder.
I like the end when you put the cap on.
Pull out. Put the cap back on. Oh, what's going on? This is
All done. It didn't even begin to go on.
Welcome back to ClusterF. Don't forget, 5th anniversary bar show coming up Friday night, 8 o'clock. The Hang tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. Hang tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. Right now, it's time for Bible quiz. Let's get biblical, biblical. I wanna get biblical. Let's get fucking biblical. Let me hear some Bible talk. Some Bible talk. Let me hear some Bible talk. That's an oldie but a goodie. That's what's that Kanye song? Da 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 da.
Stronger.
Bigger, fatter, yeah.
Mama is so stupid, getting bigger, dumber, fatter, rounder.
Bigger, dumber, fatter, rounder. I gotta get my wang dang. I forgot about my wang dang.
Wang dang, sweet poop time.
Oh, shut up.
No,
she's so
my
sweet.
goodness.
When she grabs on my meat. Oh, they don't give you the skip. They give you gotta wait.
No, you gotta watch the whole thing.
I hate those. They're only like 12
I
seconds
couldn't find your
long.
red buzzer.
Oh,
There it is.
sabotage. Sabotage.
I know cats got fever, boys. I think we're gonna do another one. We're gonna do another one. Is that okay?
I'm feeling it today. She's going down today. Going down.
Sweet poontang.
I'm feeling smart.
All right, Bible quiz. Gonna educate you on the Bible. Here we go. It's a lot of stuff in the Bible. See if you know it. In Genesis 19, verses 30 through 38.
Ooh, man, I'm not feeling too good anymore.
Lot's daughters worried that there were no men to lay with where their father had moved. What was their solution? A. Kill their father and leave the barren lands. B. Get their father drunk and sleep with him. C. Use Lot's staff as a double-sided dildo. D. Get their father drunk and sleep with him. Oh, wait, I said that twice.
Oh. Was it the first one, get him drunk? I was going to say B. Is that
B,
the one
it's
about
B.
sleeping with him?
B. I effed that one up.
What did you say, though? You didn't say get him drunk and sleep with him. You said kill him and sleep with him.
No, I said get their father drunk and sleep
I
with him.
don't know
And
what's
then get their
going
father
on
drunk.
anymore.
Yeah, I fucked the question.
Okay.
Damn it. I must have... Yeah. Oh, well, I didn't fuck up any of it.
Did she get it right?
She got it right, though.
Oh,
She got it
fuck.
right anyway. I screwed it up. Here we go. Number
Oh,
2
man.
in Revelations.
So they were incestuous back then, too.
So, yeah, they both got knocked up by their dad. He didn't know it. They got him drunk.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
so
didn't
then
remember.
He doesn't remember. He blacked out.
Who knows that?
Nobody knows it because it didn't happen. In Revelations, a 7-headed beast rises up from the sea. This beast is described as having A, the feet of a bear, the mouth of a lion, and the body of a leopard. B, the face of a horse, the ears of a donkey, and an ass that just won't quit. C, the face of a jackal, the horns of a ram, and the feet of a gazelle.
That one.
No.
God damn it.
Or D, the feet of a man, the hands of a woman, and they, them pronouns.
Oh,
Well, here we go, Donna, again.
Damn it.
Can you read A and B?
Yes, this beast is described as having A, the feet of a bear, the mouth of a lion, and the body of a leopard. B, the face of a horse, the ears of a donkey, and an ass that just won't quit.
A?
Yes. A, the feet of a bear, the mouth of a lion, the body of a leopard. The seven-headed beast that will rise from the sea.
How would it have?
End of days.
How would it have those things rising from the sea?
Because God made it happen.
I thought it was the one that had all the the heads of
It's the Hydra.
The Loch Ness monster type
Yeah, it's
heads.
like a Hydra.
Oh, okay.
I'm not biblical, man.
Okay, so Donna got 2. I mean, that was the only other legitimate answer,
Right.
Trace. So it was a crapshoot, and you crapped out. In Hosea 13, verse 16.
Hosea? I've
I
never even
heard
heard
that
of that.
either. I haven't either. That's what it said though in
I know,
Hosea
Matthew,
13.
Mark, Luke, John.
Yeah, Leviticus, Deuteronomy, all that stuff.
You guys are talking in a different language right now. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Because you didn't go to Bible school.
Well, that's your fault. You didn't send me to Bible school. I'm glad you didn't, but that's why I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I used to be able to name those books.
I used to be able to name
Matthew,
them too.
Mark, Luke, John, Leviticus.
You got like
Exodus.
a lollipop if you got them all. So I was trying to learn them.
This was the one that I did. It wasn't even a church. It was like some old farmer's wife, and we'd go get high and go to their Bible study.
I mean,
that's what I went to my neighbor's house.
The only thing as an adult that I feel real stupid about, when other people bring it up or it's brought up, is religion and the difference between Democrat and Republican. You guys never, I guess most people would know what it was because one of their family members would be, strong one way. But I mentioned, sometimes I bring up an issue that I don't know it's political, and I'm like, why do these people feel so strong about this idea that I had? And I figure out it's because it's, it's left or right leaning the thing, and they're right or left, and it's just So yeah, religion and
because you were brought up. If you asked a question about Democrats or Republicans,
they're all assholes.
They're a bunch of scumbags stealing our money. It's no difference between the two parties. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry. All right. In Hosea 13, verse 16, God instructed the pregnant women in Samaria to A, anoint their newborns with tallow. B, still lay with their husbands. C,
Again.
be ripped open. D, shut up and make him a sandwich. What did God instruct the pregnant women of Samaria to do? Donna.
Tallow?
Incorrect. He didn't.
God dang it.
That's a pretty good fake question, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Fake answer. All right, Trace.
Yeah.
God instructed the pregnant women in Samaria to B, still lay with their husbands. C, be ripped open. D, shut up and make him a sandwich.
Still lay with their husband.
Incorrect.
God damn it.
Be ripped open.
What does that mean? Be ripped open.
He said to rip open the pregnant women. It's to kill the women, kill the children,
God,
and rip open the pregnant women.
I'm glad I didn't read this book.
He was a very violent dude. He was and it says it in the Bible. It says it over and over and over in the Bible. He was a jealous God. I mean, he's so jealous. He's like an insane jealous person. He's like, if he catches you cheating on him, he's slitting you from your chest to your crotch. He's psychotic.
Did they tell you about that? Did they talk about that in church?
Yeah.
Who's this?
Not in church. In the Bible. It's in the Bible.
I'm saying.
Who's this guy
Why
we're
don't
talking
they
about?
say that?
God.
Oh God.
He killed just hundreds of thousands
For what
of
reason?
people.
Why would he say rip them open?
They didn't do what he said, or
They didn't do what God said, or what their husband said.
The whole country wasn't doing what he said.
Do I say I'm gonna kill you?
I'm going to go to church and ask that. All right, can you raise your hand from the pews and say,
they don't really look
can
too
we talk
kindly.
about
No,
this?
we don't want to talk about that.
Why that would happen, and should we be doing that today because it was in the Bible, or should we only be doing the good things today that were in the Bible?
Well, God got older, and he had a kid, and he settled down. He calmed down.
No, I'm good.
He quit. I'm a nice guy. It's the new God. It's the new God. If somebody in your country, a lot of people in your country weren't doing what God wanted, he would kill everybody, men, women, baby, kill them all. Just kill them all. Slaughter. He'd slaughter them. And if you were worshiping somebody else, you don't even want to know what God.
Yeah, I mean, jeez.
All
and
right,
this is who
chill out,
people
bro.
try to claim they base their lives over.
Their whole life on. Donna
Do
too.
they even read any of this stuff?
No, they don't know. Nobody reads anything in the Bible. Like this stuff, nobody reads in the New Testament about the Sumerians and the plagues and they don't read that shit. The Bible never talks about them. And then God they're not going to say that.
You mean the church never talks about
the church
them?
isn't going to make him look like a maniac, a heartless, psychotic, jealous maniac. Number 4, in Revelations, the craziest book of the Bible, what did John do with the little book he took from the angel? A, ripped it up like a little biblical 5-year-old. B, took it to God to show him like a little biblical snitch. C, ate it like some melodramatic drama queen. Or D, cast it into the darkness.
Cast it into the darkness.
Incorrect.
Oh,
gosh. Yeah, it's the only one even made sense.
Okay.
He
Donna.
took it to God like a little bitch.
No. He ate it like a melodramatic drama queen.
That was a good one.
Nobody got that one either. All right. Let's see who said. Let's see what was it? That was Let's see. AJ got that one. Number 5. Donna 2. Trace 0. And Revelations is a preposterous book. The things that they say are going to happen in the end was obviously written by primitive men who were on DMT. They're just like,
I mean, they were probably...
The beast with 18 eyes. I mean, just crazy crap.
If it's even true at all.
If
anybody even wrote that.
Well, somebody wrote it.
Well.
But it could have been later on.
Yeah.
Number 5, in chapter 12 of Revelations, Michael is fighting a war in heaven against what? A, a war against drugs. B, a war against Christmas. C, a war against the beast and his archangels. D, a war against the dragon and his angels. Trace.
C.
Incorrect.
D.
The dragon and angels, man.
D,
Where the fuck
correct.
Are
The
you getting this
dragon
shit?
and his
Who
angels.
wrote this
babe?
goddamn
The
book?
dragon and his angels. Trace, I'm gonna give you.
I mean, they were probably on, the stuff that's natural, right? There wasn't a lot back there to be on, right?
I mean,
they knew how to make wine and stuff.
I guarantee since these people in the rainforest, these primitive people, they figured out how to make the stuff to make you hallucinate.
How come if I wrote these books and I was like, this is what we believe in now, people would fucking be like, you're an idiot.
Right. Nobody would believe one word of it if that Bible was written today. Isn't that weird?
Just as people don't believe Scientology because it was written in the 50s. Yeah. Not one, well, I guess a Scientologist, but not one rational person believes Scientology, but they believe this stuff about 12-headed dragons coming out of lakes with lions' heads and bare feet.
And like I said, if it was written today, not one person would believe it except for, maybe people that follow Jim Jones or something.
I do hear that it's just stories. People say it's just stories for you to live by. But I don't know. It's still kind of crazy.
Some of those are bad stories, though. They only want you to live by the good ones and the things that, that God tells you. But they don't want you to do the bad things that God tells you. So which is it? Do we listen to them or not?
Revelations is not a story. Revelations is what is going to happen when Jesus comes back to earth. That's what's going to happen.
I tried to fart.
the beast is going to come out of the water with the 12 heads and all and the crowns. That's
okay.
it's going to happen. God, it's not like if it's going to happen. If you believe the Bible, it is going to
It's
happen.
when it's going to happen.
What's-
Nobody
Donna,
knows.
go ahead.
What's gonna happen? Some beast's gonna come out.
Oh, and there's going to be 1,000 years of war, and there's going to
I believe that
Oh
one.
my God, it's going to be horrible, and you're going to get sucked up to heaven if you're a good person, and
So-
if not, you got to go through the tribulations here on earth.
So, were cavemen?
Okay, yeah.
Who came first? The
uh-huh.
whole God or the biblical stuff, or cavemen?
Cavemen came first.
Well, then where did they come from?
They don't.
Religion doesn't believe
Religion
that.
doesn't really believe in cavemen. I
It
don't
does.
think.
Yeah, they don't.
Really? I mean, that's a proven thing, isn't it?
What did they
They
believe?
would-
The Earth started like what, 10,000 years ago, 6,000 years ago, I think.
So I knew they didn't believe in the dinosaurs. I didn't know they didn't believe in cavemen.
That's a good question because I don't know exactly what the take is on cavemen because God created Adam and Eve in His own image, and God wasn't a caveman.
Right.
Obviously, he was a human being.
Yeah.
What do they say about the caveman? They say they were just a
Weren't-
subhuman.
Weren't cavemen human beings?
It would be some form of humanoid.
They were
yes,
like in the
yeah.
middle
They're-
of
it depends.
so the people, so religious
Cavemen were-
people
cavemen were
think
people.
that
They were
cavemen were
not people
from
I don't know. I don't know.
I just lost the word. I think they were from evolution.
No, they don't believe in evolution. You'll have to do some research to find out what they believe.
I'm trying to
about
figure
cavemen.
out. I didn't. I'm trying to figure out what they believe
I don't
in
know what they
cavemen
believe. I
about
don't know what they
cavemen.
believe. I don't know how they explain it. Because there's dinosaurs. They say in the Bible there's one paragraph that says something about a Leviathan. And there's see, the Bible says there's dinosaurs.
So they could
Bible
say
says-
Leviathan, but they can't. But they mention all kinds of beasts that
Yeah.
don't exist. So why wouldn't they mention dinosaurs all the time, or whatever they would have called
because
them?
they didn't know about dinosaurs.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So that but do they mention? And they don't mention cavemen or Neanderthals
They don't
either,
mention
right?
cavemen or Neanderthals.
But isn't that a proven fact that there were?
They have fossils, I believe, of cavemen. Yes, that's a proven thing.
Well, doesn't that disprove them then?
You'd have to find. I don't know what their take.
Yes.
They've got some kind of bullshit take. They've got something that may not be logical, but it completely explains it away
To them.
To them. That's
To
all
them.
they need.
I mean, we're talking about, we're talking about religion, right?
Yeah,
It's
it doesn't have to make sense.
It's already pretty preposterous.
Yeah.
I don't think caveman was like,
Well-
now I can't be religious because of caveman.
I am going to look it up, though,
Well, I
later
mean,
on.
you
I'm going to look it
should.
up. All right. Trace is getting his ass handed to him. 3-0. 3-0.
Sean says they know cavemen can save you 10% on your auto insurance.
I'm gonna give you a hint, Trace. You might not want to be the first one to answer every single question. All right.
I thought I was gonna get it.
What?
Yeah. Well,
Number 6. What animal is able to open the sacred scroll in Revelation 5? A. An injured lamb. B. An injured calf. C. A cat on the spectrum. D. A llama with head trauma. Trace. Oh, Donna.
An injured calf.
Incorrect.
Oh, I got this one. Give me the first couple again.
A. An injured lamb.
An injured lamb.
Correct.
Yes.
Should have known lamb. Well, what is that supposed to mean? An injured lamb can open the
sacred scroll.
You know.
If they taught Revelations, there would not be any Christians. It's the most ridiculous, preposterous.
I mean, it is like these people are going by something that was written by people that were smoking whatever was
ayahuasca,
being smoked
DMT,
back then.
and the root of the myrrh plant, all kind of shit like that. All
And the
right.
injured lambs collected it all for them.
Hey, some people believe this stuff, so don't bash it too
Oh,
hard.
it's so much fun to bash it.
It's just so preposterous.
AJ the Lingerer, I got that one. All right, Trace is on the board. Donna 3, Trace 1. Number 7.
Are we doing that? You said earlier we're like we don't give a fuck what other people think. So are we doing? Is that what we're doing today?
Oh yeah, we're doing it. That's what we're doing. I mean, I wouldn't be doing this Bible quiz.
We don't care.
Come on,
we don't care if any of you guys listen to our show. Fuck off.
This is funny. I don't care. I'm gonna do it because it's funny.
I mean, even people that are religious got to see that stuff
this
is
is fun.
preposterous,
Exactly.
right? It's like just out there.
I don't care if you believe, but I'm just saying this stuff is preposterous. Okay, number 7. The first horseman of the apocalypse has a bow, but no quiver.
I
Why?
gotta think about this first before I guess what the other part of this is.
The first horseman,
First horseman.
of the apocalypse has a bow, but no quiver. Why?
Okay.
A. His arrows are lightning bolts. B. To signify the power of prayer. C. He thinks quiver sounds gay. D. To signify he will not use violence but deception. Donna.
That one.
Yeah, yep. Correct.
Yeah, I hit the button.
I was gonna say the B, but to signify his what? The
power of prayer.
The power of prayer, which he ain't gonna do that. But
Yep. All right, Donna, 4-1. Trace, you better step it up.
God,
you better step it up. You still might have time. Nahum, chapter 2, verse 10.
Nahum or mayhem?
Nahum.
Okay,
Never heard of it.
Nahum.
Nahum, chapter 2, verse 10 says, A. Thou's fruitful loins shall wither. B. Much pain is in thy loins. C. Damneth doth my dick hurt. D. I have not had the sex since the great flood. Donna. A. Thou's fruitful loins shall wither. Incorrect. B.
What did you tell him the answer?
No, I was gonna repeat them all like I always do.
No, repeat them all.
B. Woo!
No.
The light show going on. Boo! Much pain is. Wait, no. Yeah, much pain is in thy loins. C. Damneth doth my dick hurt. And D. I have not had a sex since the great flood.
B.
Correct.
All right. I got it.
Well, okay, what was A and B? Weren't they very close?
A is thou's fruitful loins shall wither.
Oh.
And B was my much pain is in thy loins.
Okay.
And that's the actual one. So it's Trace.
Why has he got so much pain in his loins?
Oh, probably had syphilis. There's no condoms back then. Number 9, Trace 2, Donna 4.
Coming back.
Psalms 60, verse 8 says, A. Hebron is my ash pot.
I don't even know what those words mean.
Yeah, that's how I felt the whole time.
Psalm 60 says, A. Hebron is my ash pot. Moab is my wash pot. Mary Magdalene has a fat twat. Or D. Golan found my G-spot.
Oh, shit. Say A or again.
B. I'll go with B.
I'm going to go with B.
Correct.
What? Yeah.
You didn't. No, it was definitely purple. It was definitely purple, babe.
B.
Oh, Donna with a faux pas, a buzzer faux pas.
I could have swore I buzzed that.
No, it was a rare. Trace beat you in.
I forgot all the questions and was just going to go with A. Luckily, she saved me.
Trace 3 in a row.
Boo.
3 in a row.
Woo!
Trace 3, Donna 4.
I mean, F you in this quiz. I'm going to have a quiz about running a flower shop tomorrow and bring it in.
Why?
Because I don't know any of this crap. It does.
You know,
if you think about it.
Are you an expert at running a flower?
I'm going to do the quiz and you're going to lose versus her because she knows about flower shops, asshole.
Oh, I don't know about the Bible.
She don't know dick about it. This is all how you play the game on this
I don't
one.
even. All right.
Because I guarantee she did not know that Moab is my wash pot.
I know. I was just
Isn't it?
guessing on that. You
I
think
don't-
I know? I don't even know what those words mean.
I don't even know what that means. And
All right,
I
all
wrote
right.
the
I
quiz.
thought I just thought I was the only one who doesn't know anything about
I
what.
said the first question. I was like, I don't know what.
Every
that
question has just been like I stopped paying attention halfway through because it's just words jumbled together.
That's why I did this quiz, because I was like, what if I did it with mostly about Revelations, because the answers, serious answers, are preposterous. So you don't know what's true in this quiz, because it's all absurd. Number 10, Donna 4, Trace 3. Under the covenant of circumcision, uncircumcised Gentiles are A, unclean heathens, B, dogs, C, slaying way too much ass, or D, filthy swine. Donna.
A.
Unclean heathens is incorrect.
No, it isn't.
D.
Filthy swine is incorrect.
Oh, shit.
B, dogs.
Dogs.
They are dogs.
Really? So everybody that's uncircumcised
Is a dog.
Dog.
A dirty Gentile dog.
Yeah.
All right.
Weird,
There's
man.
3 left, Trace. Oh, you're still anybody's game. Still anybody's game. Number 11. The Lord had Moses fashion a serpent head and attach it to the end of his staff. What did the staff do? A, parted the Red Sea. B, got Moses' chariot head from Bathsheba. C, cured venomous snake bites. Or D, caused a plague of locusts.
The plague of locusts.
Donna, incorrect.
B.
B.
Got Moses' chariot head from Bathsheba.
No,
Is incorrect.
C.
Yes, cured venomous snake bites, but you
Too
got
bad
it wrong,
you didn't
buddy.
get that right, buddy.
Another faux pas. Oh, still 3 to 4.
Is a
Donna.
faux pas when you got like a butt in your vagina area?
Yes, it is. It's a mess up. It's French for screwing up.
A butt in your vagina area. What?
You know, the fupas, man.
Fupa.
People's-
That's like when you got the hangy down thing, kind of like a fat thing.
Kind of like a hanging down thing, but sometimes it's like you got like a
big old pad.
I didn't know there was a name for that.
Oh, Trace could have tied it up, but now
Yep.
it's still 3 to 4. Donna, if Mr. T was to describe what Matthew 24:19 says about the end of times, it would sound like this.
I pity
Hey, I pity the fool who's looked on by the unseeing eye.
I figured out at what point in the quiz writing you decided to smoke weed.
Just like writing the Bible.
B, I pity the fool who is unrepentant. C, I pity the fools who are pregnant and nursing. Or D, I pity the fool burning in a lake of fire. Donna.
Unrepentant.
Incorrect.
Burning in a lake of fire.
Incorrect.
There's only 3. God damn it.
I pity the fools who are pregnant and nursing during the end of times because they're going to not have a good time.
Damn.
Trace, you could tie it up on the last question. For Donna can cinch. She can cinch it. Here
I
we
don't know.
go.
I've been getting them all wrong now.
I'm just going to warn you. This one has a lot of answers.
All right.
We're going to
A lot
F.
of words.
We're going to F. We're going to F.
Okay.
Did we tie last week? Now that I
Yes,
think
you
about
did
it.
tie. You tied. And we were supposed to do a tiebreaker, and we didn't.
I had that written on my list too, and I was gonna tell you. And then
We're supposed
I
to
was
do
like,
the
oh,
butter
well.
margarine thing, too, but it rained. But now we have the butter, and I think we might still have the margarine. So we
Yeah.
can do the butter margarine.
You got
Like
butter?
a taste test? What?
No, we're going to put it outside and see
See
that
if the ants eat
nothing
it.
eats margarine.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure the fucking dogs will.
That's true. You got to get the dogs away. All right. Last one. Donna 4, Trace 3. In the Bible.
I don't believe that anyway. I think.
You think they'll eat it?
Oh,
The ants will eat the margarine?
Yeah.
I don't think they will. In the Bible, God is also called A, Yazoo, B, Yeezy, C, Pious Diddy, D, Yahtzee, E, Yahweh, F, Notorious G.O.D. Donna.
Yahweh.
Correct. And she takes it. She takes it 5 to 3.
Well, that was stressful. That's the most stressful thing I've done in a while.
Really?
Ah, that was a good one.
Putting that boat in the water wasn't stressful?
Nope.
Oh, all right. Who'd you go fishing with?
We didn't do much. Me and Marco went fishing for like a half hour.
All that for a half hour?
Half hour.
Well,
Effed up his knee for half hour.
Yeah.
He was running a little late, and then it was hard to put the boat in the water, and
Yeah.
we didn't catch
And it got dark.
And it got dark, pretty much. We didn't catch nothing.
Ooh, sounds like a great plan.
I mean, last time, we did it because about this time last year, we went out and like in our first 3 catches, caught like a 3-pounder and a 6-pounder.
Yeah.
So we were like, try it again at the same time of the year.
Not so much.
We didn't get a single fucking bite.
Not so much.
So what was the end score there?
5-3.
5-3. That was a good one. A lot
That was
of
a
those were funny ones.
That was a good one. Neck and neck too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna play my stupid game.
What?
It's just one of those stupid games where they tell you to add like numbers, and everybody's gonna come up with the same answer. So get ready, get your pencil and paper, and see if you come up with the same answer.
What?
Oh, what?
It's pretty simple. It's not a lot of figuring or anything. It's
I'm
pretty
not
simple.
good at those.
What?
Just get a regular.
Just get a regular piece of paper. But
I like this.
you use that. All right, here we go. Listen to this idiot and see if everybody gets the
Makes me
same
feel
answer.
smart.
Feel free, chat, to play along and see if you get the same answer on the stupid thing. Here we go.
Think of a number between 1 and 10.
Okay, everybody got a number between 1 and 10?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
With that number, multiply it by 9.
Okay.
Oh, God. Hold on. Pause
Now,
it.
if you have a 2-digit
Pause
number.
Nines were always my hard one. 8s and 9s.
The first number Trace thought it was probably 862,000 or something.
Why can't I do this?
You can't do it?
Here's how you do 9s, I learned, Trace. You take whatever number, like if your number was 3 and you want to multiply it by 9, you take the third finger and it'd be 27.
that's hard. All right. Hold on. Give me a second. I can figure this one out.
Come on, 9s were the easiest one.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
They all add up to 9.
I thought you were Mr. Number Guy.
I am, usually. All right, I got it for you.
Okay.
All right, I got it.
Trace's answer's going to be wrong because his arithmetic's going to be wrong.
I got it.
Number. I want you to add those 2 digits together.
What 2 digits?
Oh, let's go back.
Oh, the okay.
I think your number in the...
Multiply it by...
Wait a
Think of a
minute.
number between 1
There we
and
go.
10. With that number, multiply it by 9.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait.
Now, if you have a 2-digit number, I want you to add those 2 digits together.
Okay.
You got that? Everybody got that?
Yep.
Got that? Okay.
Great. With that new number, subtract 5.
Okay, you got that?
Yep.
Got that?
Yep.
Now, with that new number, find the corresponding letter in the alphabet. A is 1, B is 2, and so on.
Got that?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, if you have a letter now, think of a name of a country that begins with that letter.
Oh,
a country.
A country.
Okay, we'll give you 5 seconds to think of a
I'm
country.
5 minutes.
Never
5
gonna,
minutes.
never gonna think of a country.
A country that begins with D.
I think this is a country. All right.
Donna can't think of a country that begins with
I can't.
Donna can't think of one.
I can't think of one.
All right, we'll have to go on without Donna. It's all right, babe.
Okay.
You can't think of a country that starts with D?
Got one?
With D? Who said I had D?
Oh, I don't know. I thought you said that.
What? Huh?
Never mind. What?
Put right on the back of that. We might need the back of it.
All right, here we go.
For what?
With
You
the
need
name of
this?
Oh. Okay.
that country, the last letter in that country. Think of a name of an animal that begins with that letter.
Oh, God.
Okay, you ready? You got it?
No?
Oh.
The animal?
Yeah.
No.
Tell me when you got it, buddy.
Give me a minute.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
I don't think there's an animal that starts.
What
with
if I
a
got the country wrong? So this is not going to work
This
because I
isn't
couldn't
gonna-
think of a country.
No, it's not gonna. You can't. Yeah, yeah. You can't. It's not gonna
Obviously.
work. Yeah. All right, forget it, Tracy. It's not gonna work.
Why
with
not?
Either one of you, both of you failed.
and
An animal that begins with that letter,
the
Trace.
last letter of my. I picked
Yeah.
a bad country.
What? Xanax was your country? I don't understand. What could be a bad letter? All right, forget it. We're going on.
All right.
No, you can't. Fine, whatever. And
all right.
Okay?
Okay.
With the last letter in the name of that animal,
Mhm.
think of a color that begins with that letter. You got one? Seen any orange kangaroos in Denmark lately?
So that's the deal. Everybody's supposed to have orange kangaroos in Denmark.
what? You just got tricked in a stupid video.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Orange kangaroos and
How many people in the chat got orange kangaroos in Denmark? Ned's Navy said that's what I had. Sean Rez says yup. AJ the Linger says yes.
So they take a country because there's not many countries you can think of that start with a
D.
D.
I
But
guess.
how did everybody get to D? But
That's
the
how
number 4.
because there's not that many, and the K is
Yeah, but how did everybody get to 4?
I don't know.
To go with the D for a country.
Mine-
Even Trace even got to the D because he was like, I can't think of a country that starts with a D. But that, should have
Isn't
been
Dubai a country?
Yep, Dubai would have
And
worked.
then I picked Dubai, and then I couldn't think of an animal that started with I or a color that started with S.
What was it?
An ibis. I put down an ibis. I don't
That's
know.
right. That's right.
And then I couldn't think of a color that starts with S.
I put Darfur as my country and rhinoceros as my animal, and so I was like, sienna is a color.
I think we're too smart for this test.
Seeing any sienna rhinoceros.
Except for Mom.
But how did everybody get to the 4? Somehow everybody ends up, because my number was 7, then times 9 is 63, and then 6 plus 3 equals 9, minus 5 equals 4.
guess
And
it's
everybody got to 4
just the thing.
and the D.
That's the thing that everybody must.
So that's some kind of numbers game.
I did my math up. That's not how you're supposed to do it. But
Because anything that's times any single digit times 9 is going to add up to 9. So all he has to do
Why?
Because
Is that how that works?
that's how 9 times 3 is 27. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 times 4 is 36. 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 times 5 is 45.
How does that happen?
So that's how I learned my 9s. That's how I kind of always remembered them.
I just had a brain fart with the 9s.
Seen any sienna rhinoceroses in Darfur lately? I should go on and do that. That's my video. But not one person will have it.
Oh, Denmark was the country.
Silver ibises in Dubai.
Yeah, we're too smart for this guy.
You keep telling yourself that.
I'm convinced.
Oh my God.
Before we leave, I'm going to show you. Let's see if I still got it. Where is it? Where is it? It's frightening, and I don't have it.
What's frightening?
Where's the dolphin? Like dolphins? Where's the gazelle? Female pilot.
As Navy says, you should let me do the number trick for all
Oh,
of
here it
you
is.
in chat. All right, do it. Go. I can do a similar trick with all numbers.
Just wanted to show you.
While he's looking for that,
So
I'm
here it
ready.
is, right here.
Oh.
It's the sign of the apocalypse.
Hang on.
It's a 6-legged deer in Israel.
Nah, sometimes you just got 6 legs.
Yeah, I mean that happens.
Got 2
to
legs.
cats and
It's
stuff.
at the end of the world.
People.
The eclipse, the war, and it's all over. What does Ned Navy want to do? He wants to do a similar one.
What happened? I did 2 days ago. I was, scrolling, and it was just like World War III is happening. And then today, I don't know. Yesterday, everybody's just like, well, time out on the World War. We got to look at the sun.
Yeah, it's.
I'm gonna stare at the sun
just-
for hours.
just keeping everybody off their guard.
Are you gonna show that deer?
Yeah, I thought I did already.
Oh, I didn't.
Did you see it?
Never could see it up
Okay.
there.
Well, that's as good as a picture I got of it.
Oh, where's the leg? Out the side?
On top of his back, he's got 2 legs growing out of it.
2 legs.
2 little legs.
Oh, he absorbed his twin. Is that how that?
Are we supposed to do? When Ned pick any number?
Okay, pick any number, Trace.
Any
Write
number.
it down. Pick any number.
wanna
Ned's
do this
Navy
again.
says.
Last thing we're doing. Pick any number, any money.
All right.
Okay.
Any
All right,
number?
Okay.
Any number. Any
All right.
number. Now double
All right.
it.
You can double it.
I
Okay.
need a calculator. I
All
think
right.
777.
We
Well,
double
pick
it.
a better number.
All right.
I doubled mine. Okay.
Pick an easier number. All right, go.
Doubled it. Yep.
All right, I'm doubling it.
We doubled it.
We all doubled it.
Now what?
That's the joke. He just then he doesn't.
And
tell
then
you,
he goes.
and he leaves
Then
you
he
hanging.
signs off.
And he signs off. That would have been such a good joke.
Now add 70.
Add 70. Okay.
Okay. Add 70.
All right.
Divide it by 2. Come on now.
Right up by 2. All right. Nope, that's not right. That's right. Okay.
All right.
Got it.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Divide by 2.
Don't make me do too much more math.
All right.
Subtract the first number you picked.
Mm-hmm. And it's 35.
Yep, it is. It worked. I don't know how they figure this shit out.
I don't know.
How they do that.
I don't think so.
That's
Trace must have added wrong.
What was it supposed to come up to?
The first number you picked that you ended
Yeah.
up doubling.
Oh, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
it worked.
35.
35, that's the same number I got. What'd you get?
Mine was 39.
Wait, I thought it was supposed to come out to
And
35.
then you I forget. I was
Supposed to come out to the first number you
I don't
picked, which
care.
it did. Mine worked.
All
Math
right.
is the devil, says Crystal Gale.
Maybe it is.
I couldn't even see Mickey the plumber looked like he subscribed, but I don't see where it is. I can't-
29 months.
29 months. Thank you very much.
Jim F. Did you get Jim F?
Yeah, I got Jim F. All right, don't
Mickey
forget
Plumber,
Bar
thank
Show
you.
5th anniversary party bar show this Friday. The Hang tomorrow night at 6, and we'll see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.